All right, Maul, should I introduce this one?
I'm scared for you to introduce this one, honestly.
Why? I've known Lex for, I have no fucking idea how long I've known Lex. Lex is a fucking celebrity now. This shit's hilarious to me. I know Lex from Orange, Texas, Port Arthur, Texas. I don't even know this new fucking Lex.
You don't know Atlanta Lex.
I have ridden in the back of a pickup truck from Houston to Port Arthur.
Yeah.
No, but the back of a pickup truck, like with the wind and all that shit.
Okay.
Like, this is how long I've known this girl.
Yeah.
The fact that she is this now actually makes my heart warm because I do love her to death. I was introduced to Drea through her.
Mm-hmm.
I am here with people that I respect and love, and I cannot explain how excited I am that they are finally getting everything that they deserve. I love everything that's going on with Poor Minds. I love everything that's going on with the premiere. I wasn't invited to the premiere though, even though I was there from the beginning. I was their first guest on IG Live. I've been there from the rip. I was on there when the third host. I have been since the fucking beginning with these two.
Yeah.
That's how small the fucking world is. They're popular because they're talented.
Right.
I just also find it funny that the podcast world is so small because I don't know these two from podcast shit.
Yeah.
That is crazy though.
Not even a little
we don't know podcast shit.
Not even at all.
Yeah.
But with that said, it's time for smoke. Yo, why you said that about Maul?
Okay, we're gonna get into it. Okay.
Dang, kicking it off early.
And you thought you smoked it.
I did not.
Nah.
No.
And you felt good when you said it.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
And remind me what I said.
stand on that.
I don't remember. You
I did because it was something about the Trump stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Big 4547.
Yes, it was something about the Trump stuff.
People abusing their platforms with that. But you say, yo, I take the check too. But it's because I agree with it.
I was joking.
Nah, you had a serious fucking tone.
I was joking. Y'all know me. I play a little bit. But I mean, I stand by what I said. It ain't no beef.
But you don't remember what you said.
I do remember what I said.
How you stand on something you don't remember?
I was on a podcast and they were asking me about.
It was your podcast.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't ours.
It wasn't hers.
See, you don't even remember.
Yeah,
of course I don't.
Because I said what I said. But he was asking me about how people.
Oh, I remember. I was there.
With the politics and things going on. And I said, I think it's very dangerous for us, especially as people of color. You don't understand this.
She said Amber Rose too, though.
Yeah, I was calling out everybody. I said it's very dangerous as a person of color this election was very serious.
By the way, Dre, calling out everyone and it just be Maul and Amber Rose is not calling out.
The point that I was making is she said more than just Maul.
Yes.
She said more than one.
But to be fair, I never told nobody to vote for him though. I never said go vote for him.
But you don't have to though. The thing is though, niggas literally put money bags under pictures now just because you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just saying we have to be careful what we say because even though you didn't say go vote for Trump, if you say, oh, I like Trump, people gonna be like, man, big bro Maul said, so I'm finna, you know what I'm finna do, bro.
They gonna go check that ballot just because they think you did.
I'm saying though.
I think people should use their platforms responsibly, but I don't think anyone respectfully went like, oh, if Maul is like, yo, I think Trump is funny. Because Maul never really said, if you go through everything, Maul never said like, yo, go vote for Trump.
I didn't vote for him.
Exactly. So if you just say, yo, I think he's hilarious and this and that, and he gets misquoted, I don't think anyone sat there and was like, yo, I'm going to vote for him.
No, I didn't vote.
Well,
he's a felon, so he can't.
Well, that makes sense. We didn't know that.
I'm not a felon. Why y'all listening to this? I'm not a felon. Why y'all listening to him? I'm not I can absolutely vote.
Okay.
I voted for Barack.
Goes out to the feelings.
Okay,
I voted for Barack.
I think they should be able to vote.
Yeah, they should. They let everybody else
Yeah, but it wasn't no beef. But I ain't got a money bag under my picture since. Ooh. I said, yeah, damn.
That's not
still
true.
be leaving them on the
That's
line.
not true.
Where my money bags at?
I believe your birthday was after that, no?
Probably. I don't know. I can't remember.
And for your birthday, I definitely was under your post.
Okay.
So
He said, but it's the last
That was the
one.
last money bags I got. That was
y'all know I'm not
birthday,
like that at all. Y'all know I'm not that guy at all. I'm not that guy.
No, but I will say I came to New York a few months after that, and I seen Rory. We were at the 40/40 Club.
40/40 shit, yeah.
Rory, the first thing he said, I don't know if I can talk to you. I said, he beefed up with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Just so you know, I ride for you no matter what. I said, I don't even know if I can rock with you.
He said, I don't know if I can talk to you or not.
Yeah, see, I
heard
be
about
in the
that
field
too.
for you.
I said, hold on, Dre, these niggas got beef. They want to beef up.
Nah, never that.
In these podcasts, streets. Y'all want beef?
Never that.
That's all we was like, because I think we had came to New York last year and we did a few podcasts. We was trying to record with y'all and y'all schedule was booked. I said, oh, they mad at us. They ain't trying to fuck with us.
No. If the schedule
it actually
was,
was.
the
You
schedule
asked
was
Chad.
booked.
It was. But I wanted to make clear that maybe it wasn't. I wanted y'all to think that we didn't want to talk to y'all.
That's what we know.
I would never carry it like that.
But he always still leave the money bags under mine. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess we still
It was just
cool,
me, per
kinda.
usual.
Never. Why y'all trying to pay me as that guy?
Josh,
I'm not that guy.
Can we bring up Drea and Lex IG?
Oh,
and just go through.
It ain't the same
who has,
no more,
Can we
though.
add up the money bag emojis?
Yes.
it's giving big business.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you just gonna see clips of
Yeah.
like we don't have there go one right there.
That's
We
a
talking
clip.
about you just gonna see clips.
Clip that.
God damn! The first one. Holy shit!
Let's go.
And I got extra on that one.
Got a lot.
Okay, so let's talk about it though.
Wait, hold on. Can we count those?
Because it's a slide.
My eyes is bad.
It's a slide. It's for like both pictures. You gotta go to the next picture on the post. See?
So we got to divide the money bags by the picture?
It's she's giving
It's a
us
ratio.
the
It's a
more
fraction.
That's a fire.
the more
picture.
content she's giving us, we gotta thank her for that. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mall
the equation
mag.
of pi. It's
And
316.
then look at
yeah.
the caption. It don't get no better than this. I agreed with it. That was my way of
I
agreeing.
wasn't wrong.
See what I'm saying? That's all.
Damn,
Wow.
that's 61?
Wow.
Yo, the fact that you just
Okay.
counted that is
Yo,
crazy.
I ain't fair.
61
mad
is
at it.
insane.
Let's see how many I got.
Ooh.
My turn.
Lex got someone. Lex, why?
I don't got no money bag.
While we
not
find Lex's, Dre, I have to ask you, because
Yeah.
we've always asked Maul this, but never a woman that had it under their page. How do you feel about the money bags? Like, what does that do?
See?
Like, yeah.
It's
We've
like
never
winning
been
a
able to ask a
Grammy.
woman that.
It's like winning a Grammy, an Instagram Grammy.
Instagram.
I feel like if Maul is not under your photos
Lex, I ain't never
with
seen that.
the money
There you
bag.
go.
Oh.
See? See what I'm saying?
Let's call Lexi.
See?
That looks like 60.
See what I'm saying, Lex? You trying to don't do me like that. See, y'all, this how y'all be trying to paint me. Don't do me like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is my birthday.
It was
That
your
is my
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
That is my birthday.
But I feel like if Maul is not under your photos with the money bags, are you really that girl?
I
Okay.
swear, I tweeted that a few
He's
years
an
ago.
Instagram staple.
I said, I know I'm bad now because I finally started getting my money
A
back.
pioneer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay.
You
gotta
took a
get the money
couple
back.
off.
But I know
Took a couple off.
Yeah, that was.
How many I got?
57.
You know what I'm saying? Lex try
Four
to
shy.
Let's try to say I won't be putting money bags on her. Don't pay me like that.
Okay.
Do you
but-
literally count them though?
No.
Oh.
He just like,
That would be insane.
Yeah, that no, I'm not. I'm not
You
that
like, she
dedicated.
That's like a different type of autism.
Yeah. No. When I'm stimming, that's when I do it.
Okay,
Stimming.
so to the money bag ratio,
Yeah.
since you're very political, obviously, since what you said about Maul, it's very tapped in, like very
A
into
woke
what's going on
queen.
in the world. Does it dilute because he's under every single person's photo?
I'm not under every
like,
single person.
is it
Lex
ruining the
thought I
dollar?
wasn't-
no, no,
But
Lex
the
thought I
same, the
wasn't
same
under her
way. Is it
photo.
the
She
same
thought about
value?
that.
But
If he's under everybody's shit, is it really the Grammy?
But he not though. That's the
Exactly.
thing.
Come on, Drea. hold me down.
He's on
He
everyone's shit.
is under a lot of people's shit.
but let me tell you what I
questionable sometimes too.
Okay.
by the way.
Which one? Name them.
No, you
No, I ain't gonna do that.
No, the reason I say it doesn't dilute because I don't know who she, but every time I do see him, it's a baddie. So it's like
Fair.
we're in good company.
Yeah.
Some dudes I see, they be under girls' pictures with the hard eyes. I'm like, you just liking anything.
Mhm.
But I will say he's pretty consistent. I've never seen anybody like under an 8
Mhm.
with money
Yeah.
bags. I will say that.
Thank
So that's why it's kind of like, not everybody just,
That's your tweet.
damn, y'all got an intense research department.
You know you reached official baddie status when Maul dropped the money bags under your pic.
Facts. I
Let's
mean,
be.
that's
This was
a fact.
April
I
3rd,
said that.
2022. And then right after that,
Okay.
she chose Kamala and it was over.
That was a few years later.
You know,
A few
I
years
have to
later.
stand with my black queen, Rory. Sisterhood.
I love y'all, but how did y'all feel about seeing Meg Thee Stallion up there though?
Well, this is what I think.
Okay, tell me what you think, Drea.
I think that considering the fact
Like looking back.
that she put her bid in very late in the game, I think they were just really trying to get the votes.
The young
So I don't think
votes
they had the
especially.
best campaign, to be
Okay.
honest. And I think that they thought that, yeah, like, okay, let us get all of these celebrities to co-sign. And that's
But even if she would have had her name in the ballot early,
Right.
do you think it was a good idea to have Meg Thee Stallion up there doing body, yada, 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 yada?
The baddies support Kamala.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was
a
She dated Montel Jordan.
Looking back,
She did.
like looking back is definitely cringy.
She is a baddie. Baddie.
Looking back, Megan Thee Stallion had nothing to do with Kamala losing. So
No,
it wasn't-
that's not what I'm saying.
No, that's
Imagine
my.
that.
But I'm answering.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it hurt her campaign at all. Everybody's gonna have something to say because if she would have had Beyonce on stage, they'd have been like,
She did.
"Oh my!" Well, no, I'm saying performing.
Oh.
Everybody
She
would have been
wouldn't do
like, "This is not a celebrity thing.
Yeah.
This is so serious." I mean, I feel like she was trying to touch the younger audience.
I think so.
And who would be better right now than Megan, especially young black voters? They're gonna, again, like I said, they look at her, oh, Megan's voting for Kamala, big sis.
Taylor
just like they
Swift.
big bro. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but I
said
just think
something.
I think
performing
that's the
body
problem.
is just like
Why? Okay, so why do y'all think that was an issue?
I'm gonna tell you why body
Oh,
was
not
good.
with what she did. I think it's a problem
because
for America.
that was kind of what her campaign
Yeah.
was about. It really was.
About
'Cause
what?
About we're trying to get our rights back to our bodies with the
Oh.
abortion laws and stuff. So I really think
Respect
that's the
and
angle that
understand,
they
yeah.
were really trying to go
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I really do. So did it work? Look at
No.
I just don't think celebrities.
Obviously, it
I
didn't
just don't think
work.
celebrities
Yeah, no.
do anything for campaigns. I really
agree.
don't.
Yeah.
The same way, and of course, we're Z-list celebrities, but that's why I was laughing
Z,
when
we at least a little
when you
X
said
now.
the shit about Maul. I was like, do you really think Maul had
We like
anything to
D.
do with Trump's?
No, but like I said, y'all
I got
are
what you're saying,
undermining
though.
y'all's power.
no, I understood what you were saying. That's
I
why I didn't
respect our
take no
power.
I didn't take no ill feeling toward it.
Yeah, it wasn't personal, but
I
like I
understand
said,
what you're
you just
saying.
have to be careful what you say because sometimes I will
Facts.
say something joking
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
will literally hold
Take
on
it
to
for
it and
sure.
take it as fact.
For sure. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think, but I agree with you with the celebrity thing because when Diddy did Vote or Die with John Kerry and he didn't win,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So I think we put too much pressure and relying on these celebrities to speak out. The fact that Taylor Swift spoke out and it still didn't do anything. So I think this was a lesson for everybody
Mm.
to
Okay.
really go and vote in your local elections, pay attention to what's going on, and stop watching Poor Minds to get your political opinions.
Mm.
Let's
You know what I'm
feed
saying?
for president.
I'm being honest because I'm
2035.
very into politics. This is the first time I've actually I don't really like to talk about politics
Yeah.
on camera and stuff because
Yeah.
it gets a little, but I be knowing what's going on. And I
Mhm.
really want other people to as well because it's important.
And same, because I mean, I have my tinfoil hat and conspiracy shit, but we were
Yeah.
talking to DDG today as well,
Mhm.
and we are just talking about how the campaign shit will probably end up being on streaming in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, absolutely.
the next presidential candidate, I feel like, is going to sit with DDG in 3
Yeah.
and
years.
Castanet.
And I was
Yo,
like,
chat. Hey, yo, chat.
no, dead ass.
Yes.
And I was like, I just don't think we're the people that should be talking to them.
I
I mean,
100% agree.
But even with podcasting, don't y'all think this shit is like so crazy? Because I remember when y'all were on pod and then we had just started Poor Minds,
Mm.
it wasn't really that many people podcasting like pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Now it's just podcasting is so crazy. Everybody wants to have a podcast. It's like 50 million podcasts.
Yeah.
Everybody think they're funny.
Mhm.
Everybody think they can monetize off of it. Everybody is realizing how lucrative it is. And now everybody is doing it. Like, how do y'all feel about that being some of like the people that were at the
The
forefront
pioneers.
and starting in the beginning?
I don't feel anything towards it at all because I've seen the mixtape wave. I've seen the
Yeah.
I'm going to be a fashion designer wave. Everyone just goes to the wave that's happening at the moment, and it all fails. And the people that are actually talented continue
Ooh.
on. So like, I never
Hey.
really cared when everyone hopped on the wave because I already knew what time it was. That's actually why I give y'all so much credit because during that wave, y'all succeeded
Yeah.
when everyone was trying to do a podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So talented people and people that have core fan bases are the only ones that are going to survive through this whole thing. I've watched everyone try to create a t-shirt when we found out that it costs $10 to
Yeah.
do
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I've seen it's just the wave. Everyone hops on a wave no matter what it is. So
But when you
I
have
ain't feel
something
no
of
way about that
substance,
shit.
it lasts.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's why I mean, I don't mind. You know, you go into a grocery store, it's 1,000 different sodas in the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't ever complain. Like, God damn, it's too many sodas. Like,
Yeah.
the best soda, people gonna buy it though. It's gonna be in their fridge, it's gonna be in their house. So it's the same as podcasting. It's gonna be a lot, but
What soda y'all
You
picking?
right. People was buying Coca-Cola when it had Coke in it.
Mood.
is that a move?
prefer
Yo,
that.
yeah, Lex said move.
That's kinda
You
crazy.
all right,
Cola.
Lex?
Speaking of, let me get some more of that tequila. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it cracking up in here.
I'd actually rather ask y'all that question
What?
because we've been in this shit since
Yeah.
2014,
A long
15.
time, yeah.
I'm actually curious how y'all navigated that when y'all came in during the boom.
Mm.
Like,
But see,
because y'all superseded everybody
right.
that was trying to do I guess the similar thing of like two attractive women. That was like a stereotypical pod.
Well,
But-
to pop our shit real quick though,
It wasn't.
I feel like we're the pioneers of that shit, like respectfully. But I
The
feel
pioneers of what?
like
Bad bitches
we
talking.
are the two best friends who started podcasting, and then we made everybody else feel like, okay, I can start a podcast with my best friend and we look good. Oh, we think we funny. Let's get in front of camera. Like let's show people our personality. Everybody say we funny. Let's do it together.
Okay.
I feel like we kind of.
I'll say it's like bad bitches wasn't really because we was on Instagram just showing ass.
like that.
It wasn't like, oh, put the bad bitches on the mic because
I remember the day you started showing ass on Instagram. And I was
Hey,
like, this is not
rent
the
due,
Lex I
rent
know.
due, rent due.
I remember the
Rent
day.
due.
I remember the exact day. I text Kellen. I was like, yo, let's show an ass on Instagram now.
Yeah, rent
I
due.
mean, I
Rent
think it's
due.
a perception that people have of girls that are on Instagram who look a certain way, who have a certain amount of followers. Like people automatically assume, oh, you don't have no personality. You don't have anything to say. So I feel like we kind of started that wave of
course,
girls who look similar wanting to start podcasts.
Because to speak on what Roy, because I knew Roy when I lived in Houston. So you knew me before I moved to Atlanta. So when I moved to Atlanta, that's when the pictures started. But it's also like I'm posting these pictures, but we were starting our YouTube channel. So it's like you see this ass, psych, come to my YouTube page.
And we would post that
I
link
respect
every
that.
day. One thing about us, Thanks. We used to do the clickbait shit all the time. We would be battling on Twitter. She would post a bikini pic. I would post a bikini pic. It would go viral. Then we would put the link for Poor Minds. Go watch this shit.
Yeah.
I feel like being fine should be the catalyst to get people to see what else you're doing or to promote whatever.
Like I think Horrible Decisions. I think Weezy and Mandy are bad bitches too. All that. I think y'all are just separate in that because they were talking about something specific. And category wise,
Yes.
y'all were kind of, I guess, on our wave of like what's going on currently type of thing.
We were
And
talking about life,
Everything.
friendships,
Yeah.
dating, music. Like one of our biggest segments on the show is Bop of the Week, and we talk about music.
Yeah.
So it was just, it was a lifestyle podcast, and we were like navigating Atlanta. And like I said, like I'm not saying that Mandy and Weezy aren't bad because they definitely are beautiful women. That's not
incredible.
what I'm saying. But especially in
it's
the
different
South,
shows, yeah.
it's different. There is no podcast in the South still now that's like really booming like that. Like New York was the mecca of podcasting.
sure.
So not only did we have to say, okay, we're Southern women trying to do this, but we also just had to be constantly entertaining and bringing something different because everything had already been done.
I agree.
But it was like the stuff that we were talking about at the time, women weren't saying that on the mic. Oh yeah, if a nigga want to fly me out, this is what's going on. Yeah, I had a man take me to the mall and buy me a $10,000 Chanel. People were scared to talk about that because they're like, oh, I don't want to look like a whore. Well, bitch, I got news for you. We some whores. Okay? It's okay.
I was never a whore.
I mean, not a whore, but you know what I'm saying? We was having fun.
Poor-ish.
we all had that time.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
wasn't scared to say that.
Right.
Now people like, oh, I want to say it. Oh, we already did it, boo. We were not
I always
emulating
tell people
anybody.
I feel like y'all do a great job of letting or making guys feel like we're a part of the group chat.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what Poor Minds does. Like some of the shit I've heard y'all talk about, like I laugh at because I'm like, guys would never hear these type of conversations.
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
You know what I mean? Like in these type of quote unquote secrets that y'all kind of let expose to y'all audience. But I respect that and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
For
I don't mind
sure.
putting the guys on game.
And I feel like that's why the show has elevated so much, though, because it is like, damn, this is an insight to what women really be talking about with their homegirls and having conversations with their homegirls about when we not around.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I think, and like I said, at the time, it was nothing like it.
yeah, it
So,
wasn't.
I mean, as much as podcasting was a big thing then, we were unique to the market at that
Yeah,
time.
for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Versus now, I feel like everybody we kind of
yeah.
all doing the same shit now.
Mhm.
But and this was actually some advice that you had gave me like early in the beginning, like when you were working with Joe and all them. Y'all were like, don't have guests on the show.
Mhm.
Make it about y'all. Make people. And we were like, okay, so we're not going to have guests.
Mhm.
And we literally did not have guests because y'all told us
For
not
like
to.
3-4
Yeah,
years.
because you were like, make people fans of y'all. 'Cause you don't
Yeah.
want to have an episode where you have Rory on the show and 100,000 people tune in. Then next week you got 100 viewers because they only came for Rory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's what we did good as well. It's like we made people want to see Drea and Lex.
Y'all
To now in
personalities.
2025, when we have guests, it don't
They
matter who it
hate it.
is. They be like,
They be so mad.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
yeah. So.
it's
We've
like
had
we
guests
built
the
that
last
cult
3 shows. They've
following.
been pissed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because y'all have a cult following. It's like
Yes.
once you build that cult following, they fuck with you for you and your personality. They here to see Rory and Mal. They here to see Drea and Lex. They not here for the guests.
Right.
So, this
All
little
right,
drink
y'all.
good.
That's what I said. It's finna turn to pour mine.
How's your homie doing that fought in the green room at Palooza in Atlanta?
What?
Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jordan!
You are so messy.
Oh, we could get messier.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Henny Palooza days is crazy.
Well, that's when I feel like I met Rory.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
it was
met
either that
you
time or
at
maybe
Henny
time before that.
Palooza.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think.
Yeah.
Because it was before Duce and everything.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
for sure.
Henny
Before y'all
Palooza.
even did the show, yeah.
Right. So Jordan is great, actually. He was just
Homie
in Atlanta
Fighting
last
everybody.
week. He was just in
What was he?
Atlanta.
Was he going through something?
No, he was just
Henny
being
Palooza
himself.
was
He was fighting his demons.
Yeah. Facts.
They know what I'm talking about
Yes.
too. Has he made peace with himself?
No, what? Rory. We
What?
ain't doing that.
Oh,
He's
my bad.
married. He has a
Okay, bet.
wife.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for him.
Amen.
But yeah, so he
You're
was
not
just in
happy
it.
for. Why would
So
you say
he was
that?
just in Atlanta last week, 2 weeks ago, for
Yeah.
our premiere party. He
Yeah.
was there. So
Nah, I like
shout
Jordan.
out to Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's cool. I love Jordan. Shout out to
Look
Jordan.
at Peach laughing because he was there.
Rory is so messy.
Wait, he was there?
Now you know. Oh my! I like to forget my
You
Henny
were
Palooza
there? Oh
days.
my God. Yeah, Henny Palooza was a wild time. Y'all remember when y'all had Fabo and me and Kiki was on stage doing the dance, lifting our heads up? I mean, our legs
There's
up to
a
our
picture of
heads.
me from the Atlanta Henny Palooza. I had on my white outfit and my Vans. I'm sitting on the couch and my leg is in the air, and I'm like,
And Fat Ma was trying to get an appearance.
Lord.
oh, trying. She
Yeah,
was
but-
the star of the show.
Yeah, we have that picture. Josh, want to pull it up?
Because I don't trust y'all's research department. I don't know what's going on over there. Please don't pull that picture
The funny
up.
thing is, they really about to find
Oh
it.
my God, the horror.
Well, I kind of feel like they've gotten Hollywood on us
Why do
Why?
you think that?
because we were friends, like
We
for
the
real, at one
same.
point.
We
I
still
feel like we're not
are.
really friends like that
Why do
anymore.
you feel that way, Rory?
Because like before your podcast fame, we was friends.
We were friends and we
And-
actually used to text each other and talk a lot. If I'm being honest, I feel like, if I'm being honest for real,
Please,
whenever the Henny Palooza thing kind of happens and the friend group of y'all kind of split up, I think it kind of just like split everybody up and
Mm.
things got weird.
Mm.
Like things got really, really
Wait,
weird.
but why
Well, I
wouldn't
know
why
what
wouldn't I
happened for
get
me.
why wouldn't I get you in the divorce? Is what I'm saying.
Well, okay, but you did, because I remember something was going on Twitter, and it was when the Henny Palooza stuff blew up, and somebody had posted my picture with. I don't want to even talk about that, but they were like, "Oh my gosh!" So Lex was around, and she knew that all this was going on.
Nothing was going on.
No, nothing was going on. But I'm like, why am I in it? I was drunk the whole time, and I had a good, safe time.
Nothing happened at any.
So-
Nothing happened at any Palooza.
Right,
period.
so-
Even based off any allegations.
Right. So yeah.
Josh, you grab it together.
So
No,
I
we
say
have
all
a
that
therapy
to
session.
say,
It's been years with them. I've been wanting to ask these questions.
right. So whenever that happened, I remember I had said something. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No, but I
didn't
said
like that at
something
all.
in respect for y'all. I was like, I didn't know. I always had a good time at Henny Palooza. I don't know what y'all are talking about because they were pulling up pictures of me and Chris and saying like I knew, and I was like, I always had a good time. I'm not saying anybody's story isn't true. So when that happened, somebody from the friend group was like, you need to delete that. I'm like, I'm not saying anything bad about you guys. I said I had a good, safe time, and I didn't know if anything to anybody that was alleged victims. I didn't know what was going on, and I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you made the list on screenshots.
Yes, I was in all
Hey.
of that shit.
It's joking about the mall thing and the Trump thing. I was really tight about that entire thing because
Oh,
I
we know.
really felt like you and I had spent so much time together, and you knew how safe my crew was.
Yes.
Like you know how we treated everybody. I felt a fucking way about that.
But I
really did.
said
Like you
that.
felt
Because
like
you
wanted
know
her
for
to
a fact
stand up.
everything was safe when it was around us, no
And I
matter
said
what.
that.
Like we were the most respectful people ever.
Yes, and
But
I
yeah, that
said
shit felt.
that.
I felt a way about it.
Well, when I made the statement, I said I felt safe. These are my guys. They are cool. And then when I got a text message, it was like I didn't say anything wrong. I was on y'all's side, but at the same time, I am a woman, so I don't want to negate anybody's experience
Facts.
that they might have had.
Mhm.
So with that being said, I did text you,
So why
and you
comment
didn't
on
text
it?
me back.
Yeah, no, because I was pissed.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Because you know
is the
anything
true
that happened around
story.
us was the
He is.
safest thing ever.
And I said that though. And maybe it wasn't good enough for you at the moment.
It wasn't. It's still not.
Well, you know
So you
what?
wanted her to stand up more
No,
online.
just don't even talk about it because
Oh,
anytime
don't
when it
say
comes
nothing.
around us, we are the gentlemen, the most
And that's a
safest,
fact.
the safest people that you could be around. We'll check anybody that's doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's why I didn't like that whole thing.
Well, and I will say this at the time. It was at the time to where I didn't have the podcast. I'm just a regular girl on Twitter being attacked.
I don't care, but podcast shit, I don't care about that. You were my friend.
Right, but
nobody
I
knew you,
did
but I
text
knew
you.
you, so it bothered me.
Right, but I text you and I was defending you guys because honestly, it was somebody in the circle that was being messy and that texted me the whole thing. So I'm like, well, what's going on?
It was
And-
Peach.
No, it wasn't. Well, I won't even say in the circle. It's somebody that we all know.
Yeah, it wasn't in the
Being
story.
messy.
I know you're talking about.
But again, like I said, I made that statement. I'm like, I'm not negating anybody's experience, but I'm gonna tell you mine. I used to be fucked up in there, and I would always make it home safely. You know what I'm saying?
We
So I guess
triple
you were
check that
upset
everybody
because
was
I
good.
said something.
Yeah, just speaking about it, period. Kind
But-
of bothered me.
I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm gonna still do that to this
Mhm.
day. I didn't say anything wrong about you. To this day, I always say when people talk about Henny Palooza, I'm always like, man, that we always talk about Henny Palooza. But
We be having
again,
a time.
I'm a woman first, and I've been in Henny Palooza type experiences where I literally had, shout out to Elmo, my homeboy had to literally fight a nigga because he was grabbing my pussy. I never had that experience at Henny Palooza, but I
Facts.
know it can happen.
Of course,
So
no
I'm
one's
a
discrediting
woman
that.
first, so I'm reacting because maybe there is a victim. I don't know if there is or not, but I don't want to negate her experience by Lex P is saying it didn't happen, so it didn't happen. I can't do that. I can just tell you what my experience
well, I guess
was.
that's what he was saying. Like he felt like you shouldn't have just said nothing.
Well, no,
Because
I'm gonna say
it was
something.
there was
I'm gonna
that's
say
fair.
something.
No,
that's
but it
fair. I
was
feel like if
outside
she
of
wanna
one
say something,
page
she
that
should be able to
wasn't
say
sexual
something.
assault. It was all these anonymous pages, and I'm not discrediting anybody.
Right,
It's just
right.
at that point, somebody that I felt was a friend that has been treated so safe anytime anything was going on. Like we would make sure everyone around us, every woman was safe at all points.
Mhm.
Just even commenting on it kind of bothered me.
Well,
Does that make sense?
And that's fair.
Well,
I think Rory's
like-
stance was because
Like, why are you even talking? Like, you know
because you
us.
felt
Like, we
it
would never
wasn't
do anything.
true, but it wasn't true, Rory. But like everybody, like wasn't
But even
innocent.
everything that was accusing had nothing to do with Palooza, period. So that's why I also was
Yeah.
like,
okay.
anything that was from the anonymous pages, which I'm not discrediting
Right.
an anonymous page. I'm just saying all that shit happened. No one said this happened at Palooza.
Right.
So I'm like, why is somebody I consider a friend tweeting about something that has nothing to do with, one, my brand, two, me as a human being? Like, why are you even talking about this?
Right.
But when everybody,
I never did.
when
We
everybody
made sure
was-
you guys were good at all
Josh,
times.
can you get my bag? I need a smoke.
when everybody was, when every-
he said he's getting saved.
Yeah, when-
Pass the
because
ganja.
Rory, I could tell Rory's still upset by the look on his
Yeah,
face,
me
but
too.
that's
Damn.
not fair to her because just watching it on Twitter, everybody was talking about it as
Yeah.
if it was a Duce Palooza thing.
But it wasn't.
Because, okay, it wasn't, but that doesn't mean that she was completely aware of every allegation that came out, and she has a brand to protect, and she is a woman. So
Yeah.
yes, she's your friend. Yes, she's gonna stand up for you, but she also has the right to stand up for herself, and you need to let that go.
and
But
that's
no,
what I
I
was
will-
saying. That's what I was saying.
Wait,
as far as,
nothing happened to her. What,
But
you mean?
Rory- but
Wait,
Rory-
what are we talking about?
But Rory, that's what I was saying too just now. Like
Yeah.
before she said what she said, I 100% agree with everything she said. But that's what I was saying. Like you were innocent in the situation, yeah, but everybody involved wasn't. So I feel like Lex was more so speaking on
Ashtray over
that,
there.
which I get where you're coming from because you're like, okay, you're my friend. I feel like you shouldn't speak on it at all because I was involved and intertwined with these people. But it was never a personal attack against you. I think you took it that way, but it was never
No,
that.
because it went off the brand. Let's say with y'all brand, somebody that y'all hired just to do like PR or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And allegedly, anonymous pages start saying a bunch of shit about them and they just part of this. Now all of a sudden that means y'all did that?
But she didn't say you did anything.
I know, but you
But
talk
I'll
that
say
would be
this.
like, yo, that poor mind shit is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
This is
So you,
another
like,
white
you not
man trying
understand
to
how
silence a black woman.
But no, I
No,
will
I'm making
say
a
this.
bunch of sense.
But no, I will
So,
say
so
this.
I mean,
yeah, if
that's-
somebody
that's
did some wild
fair,
shit under your
right.
flag, like,
So I will
and even
say
if they
this.
didn't, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
The one mistake
Yeah.
that I made,
And,
now
and
that
that's
you,
supposed to be your friend?
One mistake that I made that I will apologize for in front of everybody was
you apologizing, Lex?
No, though I'm not wrong right now.
No.
You know what you call that? Growth.
I will apologize because I'm not apologizing for what I said or the tweet that I made, but I will apologize because I should have texted you before I did it to let you know what I was about to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as a friend, I should have said, hey, Rory, look at my mentions. This is what's going on. And this is what I'm finna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should have texted you beforehand. So, and then I will say after I tweeted it, I did wait about 3 or 4 days to text you. So by that time, it was like,
you knew it was smoke.
and
She knew she shouldn't have done that to a friend.
No, I didn't do that to you.
Right.
I didn't do anything to you, and you were taking it personal.
I feel like you was taking it a little personal.
I didn't do it to you.
But she wasn't trying to. She never said
I'm not
nothing
that
specifically
narcissistic.
about
I didn't think
Rory.
she was attacking me, but
I'm
what time
so glad my old Twitter page got deleted. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
So they would have been searching them tweets
I know,
right now.
Chill. I know it.
Nah, I don't.
But like I said, I will apologize because I should have texted you beforehand and said something. And I think that was like the first time I was kind of like on the Summer Jam screen. So it was a lot for me, especially something so serious like that. And it was before we had really got into media. So it was like at that time you had a Twitter image and Twitter was like to get canceled on Twitter.
Image. It was just like we sold out the Barclays. Like we had a brand and it was like diluting something that had nothing to do with our brand. And everyone was talking about our brand that had nothing to do
right.
with it. Nothing that was an accusation happened over there.
Right.
So
like I said, I take back what I said.
I felt away and
still feel away.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Do you feel vindicated with the apology?
Nope.
No.
Why?
Really? Still?
But I'm fine with it.
But Rory,
I love Lex, so it's like,
yes.
but I'm still mad.
I was gonna say though, I feel like
mad.
you know Lex's
I'm still
heart.
mad.
Like I don't feel like she meant any harm. Like
I
as
don't think she
somebody
did
who
either.
witnessed it happen in real time, I don't feel like she meant any harm. I feel like Lex is like very pro women, feminist, maybe almost. So I feel like she never once.
You think? She came at me over Trump.
Yeah, no, for real though. So I feel like she's just always trying to make sure that she makes women feel protected and like she's on their side.
But that was always my thing.
Yeah.
Her experience with us all the time was nothing but that.
Yeah.
Like,
and I let that be known.
Like
so you can't ignore that.
That's what bothered me the most.
And but you can't ignore that. I let that be known.
Anytime he was around us, you was nothing but protected. And I wanted to start ranting on Twitter, but I had to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I could talk about Lex pool party. I didn't feel safe.
Ooh. What pool party?
You know what pool party I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
None of us felt
I
safe.
know what pool party.
So I'm saying none of us felt safe. I was like, if you want to talk about a predator.
What?
No, not you being a predator.
No, I'm talking about her.
Her being a predator? No, she's never.
They know that's Kim.
Lex being a predator is hilarious.
My girl like that.
That's hilarious.
I'm fucking her. I'm trying to lighten the mood. Demaris gonna be so mad at me.
That ain't lightening the mood, calling her a predator.
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, now they finna call me R. Shelley in the comments.
Oh, Shelly is hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? God damn.
P. Kelly.
You know?
No worry now.
Maul, you know we are sponsored by Rope. It is birthday time for me. So it's time to go to Pound Town.
Listen, man. I hope you got your Rose Sparks in your travel bag.
Listen, the birthday consensual sex is ready to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Takes like 15 minutes once it dissolves on your tongue, and I'm ready to go. 35. It's the first time I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little nervous. I'll be a little busy. Can't really perform the way I want to, but it's birthday time. 35 years old.
Listen, man, 35 years old, gotta have a teammate. Gotta have a teammate. Rose Sparks, let Rose set the screen.
Rory.
And then come off that thing shooting.
That's what she called me.
Who calls you that, Rory?
Listen, I'm not gonna divulge any names, but she got me a birthday cake that said Rory on it.
I like to hear that. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/Rory and Maul to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/Rory and Maul for $15 off your first order. Damn, I haven't seen y'all since we did the Division video. I think that's the last time I saw y'all.
Oh, y'all got y'all acting on.
We did.
Oh,
That was the last time I saw y'all.
Can we
pull
break
it up,
down that whole
Please
thing?
don't pull that video up.
No, of course not. But can we break down that day? I wasn't there. What was the?
It was just.
It was cool. It was a cool shoot,
I saw
man.
Maul. I was like, hey, boo.
Yeah, it was a cool. We had
How
a
you
cool.
doing?
I didn't see I think I saw when Lex was there. She was in the room shooting her scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw y'all when y'all first got to the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We was downstairs, said what's up to y'all. And then after that, Drea, because Drea was obviously the lead.
main girl.
Yeah, so she was shooting most of the time. I was in the room chilling, watching TV. Like we all had our own bedroom in the house to just chill, kind of like a green room situation.
Did
But
you
it was
have the
cool, though.
mirror with like all the lights for your face?
No.
Okay,
I mean, but shout out to Justice and the whole LVRM, man. They laid it out, man. Like my room, I had shit I didn't even ask for on my rider. I was like, nigga, I didn't ask for any of this shit.
What?
I'm
They
cool
had
with
a lot
bottled
of
water and
stuff.
fruit.
Yeah, we had a nice little room.
But they definitely took care of us though.
But how did you get casted as the ain't shit friend?
How did I? Because I'm not the ain't shit friend in real life. Like, but I
Are
guess
you a good man?
yeah. You haven't heard? Have you heard I'm not?
No, I'm just.
No.
Well, I've never heard
haven't
of
heard
you like
anything.
Check her Twitter.
being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you have a woman right now?
No.
You're not talking to nobody?
No.
You're not
Nobody?
dating nobody?
No.
Somebody watching this mad as
Can y'all
hell.
get him, please?
No, I'm not.
He lying like shit.
Can
I'm
y'all
not.
get him?
I'm not.
Because I'm tired of doing
is
it.
not
Can somebody
talking
get
to
him, please?
nobody.
Everybody
Can y'all
has
get him,
somebody.
please?
I mean, what's talking? Like texting?
Dating,
Texting, fucking.
Nah, I haven't fucked. It's been it's been like 2 months.
You haven't fucked in 2 months. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
2 months is nothing.
All the money
See,
bags you be leaving under pictures. Somebody was like, "Hey, mom."
No, for sure. But I'm not putting
Hey,
pulling my
mom.
dick out. Like I'm an old man now. That shit don't move me no more. Like you gotta be like, it gotta be a real like attraction. Like I like that.
Okay.
Do you want to get married?
Married?
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
Do you want kids?
I'm not against it.
Yes, Roy. Put that leg up. We getting the tea.
I'm not against it, but I'm not shooting for it though.
Okay.
And speaking of kids, Rory's kid is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
He looks
cutie.
just like you with the red hair and
Yeah.
everything.
So what
Literally my
about you,
actual
Rory? What's your dating situation like?
I'm just a father to Amara.
He's lying. Get him.
So, Rory, when's the last time you had sex?
Here we go. Watch this.
Yesterday.
The
What?
day that Amara was conceived.
Mm-hmm.
You're a liar.
That's what we're doing
You're a liar.
today.
See, now you see the difference?
That's
The
crazy.
day-
You're a liar.
The
Rory.
actual day that Amara was conceived was the last time. And before that, that was when I
That
lost
was when
my
you lost
virginity.
your Rory,
Well, I
that's
know
what we doing?
Well, I know different. So when y'all was talking about why y'all don't be fucking with people no more, I was like, that's why I don't be fucking with Rory.
Why?
Why?
Because if we gonna put it all on the table, I don't like the way you did.
And we ain't even got no table here, but put it on the fucking table,
I
Drea.
don't like the way you did my friend. I won't say the name.
Oh,
Turn this
yes.
shit up.
Yes. Huh, baby D? We in church. We in church, baby D. We in church, baby D.
No.
Pass the collection
Let's
plate
do it.
around, baby D.
No, this is-
Get the collection plate on that side, baby D.
I don't
like-
think
I
people
don't
know
like the way
how
you used
long
to-
we've all known each
Yeah,
other.
baby,
We have a lot of
yeah.
baggage. This is a therapy
Yeah,
session.
it's a therapy session.
We
Man.
need to get through it. Yes.
So that
yes,
was
yes.
my,
I'm with
so,
you. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
So you can have
I don't
your
want to put my
This
business
is
out
the
there.
burning bush. Remember Moses, the burning bush? This is the
So you can have your beef with Lex. That's fine. Whatever.
I
I'ma
love
st-
Lex.
Yeah, and
But-
I'm always have my
But
girl
family
back.
beefs and yeah.
But
But family beef, but we still family. But
Get
I
that
try-
nigga
All right,
Drea.
did I not try to FaceTime her when y'all was just here?
you did. But after all the shit,
only
you
did that 'cause y'all was
that's
coming here
the
today.
least you could do is FaceTime her. She already knew we was coming.
What did I
on.
do wrong?
It's
Fight
the way
back,
you
Rory.
did
Yeah, no,
wrong.
like
But-
honestly.
Fight back.
Okay,
What did I do wrong?
I'll give you
What
an
did I do
example.
wrong?
I'll give you an example.
And everyone listening, this was 30
it
years
was
ago.
a while. It was a while ago.
Y'all had a
It was like 5 years
35.
ago.
Ma'am.
It was way more than 5 years ago.
Okay, 7 years ago.
This
It was
is
like
around
I've
7
the
known
time-
Lex since fucking 2015.
The timeline, ma'am.
Like,
No,
Yeah,
it was
I
before
know you
that.
just
Yeah,
like
14. I'm
2018.
30.
Okay, so it was a live show you had in Atlanta. We all went back to hang out. I don't know if y'all, it was like a hotel or Airbnb that y'all had afterwards. We was all there, me, Drea. And y'all
This is
were
for Palooza?
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
y'all
we
love
turned
that show. Love
Yeah,
that
we
show.
turned that out. We turned that
Hold
out.
on, hold on. I do want to get into this, but can we stop putting names? I mean, stop putting places and times on things.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's not.
stop.
Whatever. It's fine.
Okay, sorry.
We'll edit it
Oh,
after.
we sorry, sis. Okay.
It's you.
No, keep
It's
going.
okay.
No, keep all this. We going.
Okay. All right now.
They
So
gonna,
anyway,
she said they gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
Get
that's
that
what I'm
nigga-
like. Let's just not put
Man,
times and
Drea,
places.
get that nigga, man.
so y'all were you were dealing with, the friend that
Our
she's
friend.
talking about at the time. And like we
And
were
wasn't she dealing with a bunch of other people too?
No.
Fight back, Rory.
No, she wasn't. 'Cause I know how she felt.
messy.
I know how she felt about you, and you was in that hotel room.
Nah, we not gonna do I know how
bitches
she
all
felt.
around.
Yeah, but we not gonna go
And
off.
me
Wait.
You noticed
At the
our
Tabernacle, y'all didn't have no bitches in the room.
You had bitches at the hotel.
No, y'all had bitches at the hotel.
No, we didn't.
I remember this.
Don't be with
All right,
bitches
first of all,
like
no.
that.
All right. No. We
You heard
stopping.
Drea? I don't even be with bitches like that.
We stopping
Like,
right now. I
this
know my
one
bullshit.
bitch.
I know my bullshit, and I have went to therapy for all my bullshit. I know
Okay.
exactly through everything. Y'all had bitches in that hotel, and I left by myself that night. Yeah.
I'm not saying that you was
Rory.
with
The shit with
somebody.
the patio? That was y'all?
Yes.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about. I ain't no bitches there.
You know what?
Yes.
We
Thank you.
did have.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Wait,
she
Thank you.
won.
I don't lie.
She won.
Wait.
I don't lie.
Oh, shit.
I don't lie.
I feel like I was there.
Yes, you were. I don't lie.
I forgot we did have some bitches there.
Yes, those were my bitches.
Because I remember.
I went
Okay,
back to
I'm
my
not
room
gonna
by
say her
myself
name.
that night.
I remember this.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
definitely
Yes.
there.
She was there,
Okay.
and she wanted Rory bad.
And guess what Rory did? Walked out of
Alright.
that fucking room and went to his hotel by himself.
It was more about her than like the situation though. You just wasn't attracted to her.
Well, that's a fact
After
too.
she
I
reminded me
was not
who it
fucking that
was,
girl.
I was like, yeah, Rory wasn't.
I'm not trying to be holier than that. I just wasn't fucking that girl.
I was definitely there that night.
I know you were.
I was definitely
But you,
there.
you know, I will say this about you. Every time I've been around you, like in a party situation, you are so like quiet, low key. You just be in the back chilling.
That's
Can't
what
nobody
they don't,
never say
they don't
nothing about
believe
Maul.
that. They don't believe
You
that.
be
They
chilling.
don't believe that I really be in the cut somewhere just chilling. Like
Now I
I'm,
will say, because we on you now.
No, we wasn't done with Rory.
Okay,
they on
let's
me.
finish
Oh,
with
still
Rory
here?
first.
Stay on me, baby.
You
Cause
did.
I was fine with going on.
Well, that's
Yo, what
he
Mo
was,
do?
he was definitely flirting and entertaining it and being
Yeah.
like hee ha ha. But you
Wait, I can't
finished
kiki with
what he
somebody?
did
Well,
wrong.
for me, it was just the fact she would always call me crying and being like, I love him. He don't take me serious. He be doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, but that's
And
not on Rory though.
She was doing the same thing.
Because
that's
you
not
played in her face
necessarily
first.
true, though. I feel like you set the tone.
We
I
was
think that's
both
what me and
playing
me fell
reindeer
into
games.
realize.
So like,
See, Rory, if you're gonna have this conversation, be accountable.
I am. Wait,
No,
I better
Get
I'm
a baby D.
accountable with you
being
about
accountable-
this.
Send the collection
Being
plate
accountable,
around.
no, because
Demaris.
I know him and I know he be fucked up. Being accountable is not. Well, she was doing the same thing, but that has because you know if you would have told her to stop doing that, she would have stopped.
She
so
would've
be
stopped.
accountable
As a woman,
for what
she
you
would've
were
stopped.
doing and why you were
Yeah,
doing
Rory,
it.
they got you.
So
No, they just saying I'm ill. That's all.
Nah, but they got you.
She love that little Jameson dick. Now you better give her that Irish.
That Irish meat.
That Irish
He is
meat.
definitely
That's St.
Jameson
Patrick's Day.
from now on.
Hey,
Peach, clip it.
she loved it now.
What's her last name? Rory McNamara. Something with an MK. Something with an MC. My bad. Not an MK.
I know it. And Remick from Sinners is your cousin.
Yeah.
I know about you.
I tried to FaceTime her with y'all today. So yeah,
That's
So-
called,
I mean,
that's called covering his ass.
I think we both become friends and honest about everything that was happening at that time. I think we both taken accountability.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is gonna sound very political, but yeah, we was kids, man. Like I don't know what the fuck
You
want from
wasn't
me.
no damn kid.
Yes, I
That was
was.
7 years ago. You was 28.
I met
my
her
baby's gonna
in.
keep throwing that 7 out.
It's like she keeps hitting craps, right? Dre out here shooting dice like a
But it
motherfucker.
was
She
more than
keep
seven.
hitting 7.
It was way more than 7 though.
7-11. That's all she rolling. That's all
Do me a
nigga rolling.
favor, please.
7-11.
She's wrong.
Do me a
That shit
favor,
was
Lord.
like
One thing
12,
Dre
13.
gonna do is throw that 7.
Oh.
That shit might be
I just got the
14
little
years.
whisper. My bad. That's why she said, y'all need to stop saying dates and times.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I mean, keep
anyway,
it, whatever.
we'll
But
take it off of Rory. Now, what happened,
No.
Lex? What about me when you was trying to...
No, you know, it's not a bad thing, but
Okay.
you're like a sneaky assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I was at
Facts,
a
yeah.
pride
Why you do
party
that? Why you do
before,
that?
and you was definitely. Do you really date black women?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because I feel like the 2 times I saw you, you had a Puerto Rican mommy.
Where did you see me? What 2 times?
I
I've
saw
never
you.
seen him with a-
It was one time we was at. I don't. Am I allowed to say
No
the
dates and
name?
times.
With
I'm
me?
not saying
You
well,
can say any date
Well, no,
anytime
I was
with
just
me.
saying. I know we've said Joe's name like a lot, but
Yeah, you can stop saying that name.
Okay, that's why I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying. But it was at his pool party,
Okay.
and you had a Hispanic queen on your
Oh,
arm.
you talking about the first
Oh,
pool party?
That was his homie.
No, that was... No. I met her there.
Yeah. I actually know exactly what she's talking
I
about.
met her there.
I don't trust y'all doing that.
I don't trust
No,
Rory either because we
Lex,
do that.
Lex.
I be like, yeah,
Lex,
I remember.
right hand of
I'd be
God.
against him a
I
lot.
met her there.
Mm,
But we clicked because she smoked, I smoked.
mhm.
So before the party really popped, me and her was in the cut, rolling up,
Yeah.
In
smoking.
the cut, rolling doobies up.
That's it.
All right.
So by when you saw it, you probably saw a chemistry that was like, oh, they look very
comfortable.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Look
no.
like you done stuck that
But
henny dick in there.
Yeah, but I tend to have
You
that
don't
effect
agree?
on women. Though. I
You
make
saw,
women
you saw
comfortable.
that chemistry. He still be flexing
That
when he
Reggie
be explaining.
Yeah,
it.
that Reggie
You don't
did.
smoke Reggie. I'm playing.
No,
I like to
definitely
smoke
not.
Reggie.
What? Why would you ever do
Because
that?
we don't really smoke for real, so it keeps us
Oh, y'all
kind
want
of like.
something that's okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm
okay.
not trying to be high.
Okay.
Please give me
Yeah.
that Reggie.
But yeah, don't throw that I only date Puerto Rican women thing out there
okay,
like that.
I'm just making sure because
So
I
you
don't
like
know.
black women?
I love black women.
Afro American.
I've never.
Yeah, I like
never-
women. Like I love.
chocolate. Well, I
Rory
mean,
said I do too.
Yes, I've dated.
Oh,
I've
we
dated.
know what you like.
I was
We
saying
not
I've never seen
confused.
more
Rory
not
said
with
I
a black
want
woman.
chocolate on my
Like-
plate.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
always.
never confused about what Rory like.
Rory went to Ghana. His life changed.
But even before that, I'm never questioning if Rory
I've
like
never-
black women. He love him a black queen.
Bro, Rory barely be in women's lives. Rory's not like that. But
He
if he
not.
isn't a like, it's a black queen.
It is.
Anyways, am I allowed to
Yeah,
talk about?
Jameson, get your shit off.
He trying to
We
get
gonna
Am I
call you
allowed-
JD.
auburn-haired babies.
Am I allowed to talk about who you were with? at the
No,
40/40?
you're not. Ooh, because
Okay.
it's bad. It's really fucking bad. But you know
Oh,
what
is
I'll
everything
say?
okay with you?
You know what? I will
This is a
say
therapy session.
it's a therapy session. You know what? I will say you were the first person kind of put me on game because I said something so crazy that he had said to me. You was like, Lex, be for real.
Is that still your friend?
That was never his friend. You know what he's talking about?
It's a lot of whispering going on.
Yeah, I know.
But
That
when
shit
it's on
crazy.
me,
No,
it should
I
be
know,
out in
Rory
the
knows what I'm
open.
talking about.
When it's on me, it's out in the open.
I thought
When it's on y'all, it's a lot of whispering going on.
No, because we know each other for so
Take a hit,
long.
man. Take a hit, man. Hit
So,
the
what you know
J,
right
man.
now?
Hit the J,
Rory was
man.
like,
Yeah, man.
I thought y'all was talking about the man with the stanky bread.
What man?
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that ain't.
I know
Nobody
that
knows.
is.
Say it out loud.
No, we
We'll
can't
edit
say
it. We'll
that.
bleep it. I promise we'll
say
bleep
that.
We'll bleep it.
We'll
Y'all
bleep.
promise?
We do that all the time.
I feel like you're
No,
a liar.
no, we're
I'm
not
not
asking.
saying
One thing
Well,
I-
my daughter, I'll make
Well,
sure.
I'll bleep it because he was never my friend. What was his name again?
She talking
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
nastiest
my
breath on
God.
earth. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what she just said. She said,
Yeah,
what's
no.
the
oh
name?
Nastiest
my
breath on earth.
God.
No,
We
no,
don't
no.
have
That's
that
top three. His
Fuck
mouth
him.
is top three in the
Never
history.
messed
of-
around. It was a
Oh
texting
my-
So
thing.
everybody had the experience.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Yeah, that's
me?
one of my best friends.
He's not allowed
So
to
it's
tell me
always
anything.
like
No
that.
secrets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a one-off day.
Hell no.
Nah.
That's from the start.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That was one of the first conversations me and Rory had.
That's a
I
fact.
said, yo, what's up with your man? Like, I was
He
like,
had an abscess.
I don't know what he had. I should have been absent. Is what I should have been.
Peach, keep all this. Just bleep the name.
Yeah, I should have been
Yeah,
absent.
bleep the name. Bleep
So
the
no,
name.
with that situation.
Wait, hold on. He tried to talk to you?
Of course he did.
Yes. It was
Wait, I
Oh,
thought
shit,
Rory
yes, I remember
knew
that whole thing.
so I was
Yes, I
talking
remember that
about
whole thing.
I was talking about the other lame nigga I was dating when I first moved to Atlanta.
I remember.
The producer.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
shit was lame as fuck.
I tried to.
Mm.
You
I
but
didn't
you
even
did.
dirty
You was
Mac.
like
I
you
just
was
laughed
like
the first time.
And
That's
he
all.
Yes.
was thick as fuck.
But you know what? I got my vindication on that, Roy.
He was the
'cause
thickest.
he was so thick.
The thickest of the
But Roy,
land.
you know he had the
I
nerve
ended up
to,
on vacation with him. Pause.
he had the nerve to ask to come on the podcast
recently.
recently. And I was
Why
like,
not?
are you kidding? No, because you
Why
know
so?
he told me, he was one of the first people to tell me you need to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wait to get my vindication on that.
Oh my
Mm.
God, that's crazy. What
Oh
did
yeah,
you
he was
say?
evil. He was an evil, thick bitch.
I saw him at a
Oh
restaurant.
my God.
He was a
Lord, I hope there's
wasn't-
never
that
a woman anywhere on planet Earth referring to me as an evil, thick bitch. And if she does, please kill me immediately. Like, let me walk out in front of a
He
car,
was a
please.
big-
It's funny
ass
because I know what
nigga.
they're talking about. It's a pretty accurate.
accurate. It's
Evil,
accurate as
thick
fuck.
bitch
He
is
was thick
crazy.
as fuck,
Okay.
and he had a lot of audacity.
Can you be humble for a second?
Yes, of course.
Can I tell? I remember.
You like that thick nigga.
I remember being outside of Papado when you were in Atlanta. I was in
7
Houston.
years ago.
Okay.
No, more than that. No, deadass.
They gonna keep throwing that 7.
No, this was. When was that?
What?
That was like
When
no,
I
it
was-
was 7.
That actually might have actually been 7 years
It
ago.
was
What I told you, baby
Well,
D.
8,
Here we go,
8,
7.
2017.
2017.
All right, 8.
So I'm in the Papado parking lot, and she went on her first date with this guy, right? So
Lex?
I'm with I'm
Okay.
with the girl that they're talking about that I did dirty, and we on FaceTime, and Lex goes, "Girl, he said he want to be a billionaire. I'm so in love." I said, "You fell for that? I said, "You fell for that?"
If I just left
What does that even mean?
I was fucked up. I know I was drunk.
Yo, on
Yo,
everything. That's
look what
exactly
that
what you
Lex-
said.
look what
I
Said,
believe it.
girl,
Right,
he
what'd you
says he
say?
wants
I
to
wanna
be a billionaire. I was like, you fell for that?
my God, that sounds like me. Just moving to Atlanta. Pussy just green.
Oh my
Pussy
God.
green as fuck.
Not green.
Not green.
the juicy.
Not the juicy.
No,
green.
but like you was just open.
But I was. But because you know what? I will
Them
say.
niggas sound different.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Don't.
But it was so.
I can't wait to tell you who it is when we get off my
When he tells
Go
you.
ahead, do the
Whispers. We gotta see his reaction.
No, we want to see the reaction
I know.
in real time. Probably.
Unfortunately,
Say it,
it's
we'll
really
believe it.
embarrassing. No, we're not saying that out loud. Look his face.
Oh.
Is he not thick?
Wow.
By the way, pause for whispering in your ear.
He's thick. We got y'all whispering. That's okay. The tea is hot.
Wow.
But I will say, I think I kind of remember that night.
I
And you
vividly
was like,
remember that.
Lex, come
I was-
on, bro.
I wasn't even dirty macking.
No,
I was
I
really
know.
just like,
And you know
Come
why
on,
it's
bro.
funny?
Yo.
You know why I know
like, I
that's
was trying to be
true?
a friend. I was like,
Because
yo,
I
what the
could see
fuck?
him saying that.
Oh, yeah. So I had $3 at the time.
I
was
could
like, oh.
100% see
I
him saying
hated that nigga.
No, but then after I told her that, like being a friend,
Yeah, but
she tried to break it down. Was like, I've never met a man so ambitious. I'm like, dog, all he said was he wants to make $1 billion. Like, yeah, I want to make $1 billion too. Like, what's that got to do with anything?
Everybody do.
Who the fuck don't? Yo, that is
This
crazy.
came out, bitch.
That
I
is
said, oh, wait, look what that money make a bitch do. That was a good moment. I don't remember exactly, but I know you're not lying because
No,
I just
verbatim
know
what you
because
said.
when I first met him and I was just like, oh, I was just like, you know, it was
yeah.
coming from where I came from. And I'm like, I'm broke as fuck, picking me up in a G-Wagon. I'm thinking that, G-Wagon or the Bentley,
Not even the
bitch.
G-Wagon. The G-Wagon.
G-Wagon.
Just
Yeah.
G-Wagon.
It's
Yo,
like
I
Black Blue
love,
Beef.
but this is why. But see,
I didn't like that
just
nigga.
that fast. This is why I love y'all because
Oh, we keep
That's
it real.
that's the conversations that y'all gonna have,
Man, what?
and
That
niggas
people
gonna
not
hear
gonna-
them like, yo, this is what, yo, so this is what.
This
it
was
be.
the girl.
This is what, but then somebody, I
Never
promise
do that.
you.
Girl, he want to be a billionaire. I'm
And
like,
that's-
who don't?
But guess what, Rory? You just put so many niggas on game, they finna use that for that young cool. That was
Who's falling for that?
Somebody gonna fall for it.
somebody
It's
gonna
a
fall for it.
23-year-old out there right
That's
now.
gonna
That's
fall.
gonna fall for it.
That's
I'm
gonna go.
telling you.
She gonna
We not
go.
that
She
far
gonna
in
go.
age. How old were you at that time?
Oh, that was 2017?
17, probably.
So you was
16
like
or 17.
You was like
What?
28.
Oh, I thought you said she was
No.
16 or 17.
No, you was-
I'm about to be like, delete all of this shit.
Oh, wait,
Delete it out, Pete.
Yeah.
Pull the
So
cord.
either way it
2016 or
Okay.
17.
But either way it goes, it was during a time where I was easily impressed.
Right.
It was Atlanta. I was
Right.
in Atlanta.
This is
The
Black
girls-
Hollywood.
The girls were walking around with
Black
Chanel
Hollywood,
bags,
right.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
My own Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Y'all remember what you was saying?
Yeah.
That's how it was. When he was taking me places, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
I feel you.
You don't know. Like,
I
and
respect it.
Lex was hanging with us broke ass motherfuckers at Palooza.
Listen, I respect it,
She got a
man.
little bit of taste of
Right.
some money.
I was the homie coming
I
around.
respect it.
Hey, it was a
Lex, I respect
It
it.
was a good time.
but I will say I will never trade my early years in Atlanta. Because that's why we got these good fucking stories.
Right.
It's so funny to look back on
Mhm.
and really be like, what? We used to be doing anything
Right.
and everything.
Right.
It's funny.
So, right, let me ask y'all.
I have
so
a
what
Drea
is-
story, but I don't know if she want to tell.
What is it? I want to. Oh, go
So
ahead.
tell a Drea story because I want to hear a Drea story, and then I
I'm
want to
nervous
ask.
'cause
Then I
feel
want to
like
ask what I want to ask.
Because he
Yeah.
only know about one dude that I dated.
It's not who it is. It's more so, do men really be trying to give y'all medication to get pregnant?
What?
Wait, huh?
What?
Oh, I remember this story vividly.
Ooh. Ooh.
What was it? Breeder kink?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
he
Oh,
definitely
yes.
he definitely has a breeder king.
That the
1,000.
first you told me that story at brunch. I was like,
Not
men be
over
doing
Look
waffles.
at, look at what y'all getting on the French toast. Like girl, just like this cream cheese filled French toast.
well, like I said, I am the
He
gay
trying to
bestie
fill
for
me
all women friends.
Oh my God. Rory knows too much of my tea.
I didn't know Rory was
Because I'm a gay
Too
bestie.
much.
I didn't know he
But I
was a
don't
gay
tell shit.
bestie. This is great.
Yeah.
He wasn't gay, bestie. He was like our friend's dude. So we knew he wasn't trying to like fuck with us. So I
Yeah.
felt like we felt
Gay.
comfortable. Mom,
Because I would have been going.
please.
Give a fuck who friend it is, who friend or who around this
You would not.
motherfucker.
You wouldn't.
I'm going. Crazy as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I knew Rory wasn't trying to fuck with me or Lex, so I feel like we just felt comfortable
Yeah.
telling him all
Yeah.
our business.
And we got,
Actually,
we got
that
some
happened
good
one time.
advice.
See, that's it. Okay, that's one of the distinct differences between Rory and myself.
What?
Women are very comfortable with me, but they know I'm gonna fuck if I get a shot.
Oh no, I'm a gay
That's
bestie.
terrible.
Like if
money
you give me,
bags, give
if
it
you
away.
if you throw it
No.
at, I'm just saying. if you throw it at me,
I thought we had
But
a
it was
bro
also-
sister
Then
type
Michael
of like-
Legs, give it away.
I'm not
Clearly
saying
you
y'all.
give it away too.
No, I'm not saying
Okay.
y'all per se.
Okay.
I'm saying every woman that knows me is 100% comfortable, but they know like if I give this nigga a hint that I will give him some pussy, he taking it.
But
Oh, we
also
can
I felt
tell,
weird
though.
too because
You understand what I'm saying?
there was
That's
also
why-
We
another one
cool.
they
I
found.
ain't aggressive. Are you comfortable? You can spend the night in my house. It won't nothing happen.
Right,
You in the
right.
safest place you can be.
But as soon as you rub on that thigh,
But if you give me one, yeah, I'm like, listen, this thing is locked and loaded.
Ooh,
Stop! Don't play like that because you my sis, and I
Okay.
love you.
But it
But
can.
don't play with me though.
Okay, I feel that. I
So
feel
you
Don't
that.
can't
play
call
that
somebody
game with me
sis and
like
do that though.
What you
was
mean?
about to say? You
Sis
can't
and then
call
we
them
fucking?
sis. You
Girls
can't
I
call
grew
them
up with,
sis.
it's girls literally I grew up with that I would never.
I have a million attractive female friends, but like once we cis, no, that's never.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're right. You're
That's
right.
never
And
gonna
I have those. But
Rory
at one point,
side-eyeing you right
no,
now,
no, no. But
low-key.
no. At one point,
just say you want to fuck them.
no, because it's not. Because if I wanted to fuck, we could have.
My
That's
bad,
my
bro.
point. No, I'm not like that. You know when a woman is comfortable with you and she's
Yeah.
like, I like him. And if it was one night where it was like, yo, fuck it, I'm lonely, he would be the guy that I would 100% give some pussy to.
But this is why people think like men and women can't be real
Absolutely. can't be.
platonic friends.
You
because of
can be
stuff
though.
like that.
No, you can be. I'm not saying you because I have real platonic relationships.
Okay.
But I also have relationships where women know, like,
Oh, okay.
I can't play that game with him. Like,
Okay,
that's
got
not.
you. Okay.
He's not the guy for that
Gotcha.
because he would if I gave him the
Mm.
opportunity.
Mhm.
And I don't want to fuck up what we had.
Okay.
That type of energy.
All right.
And
Okay.
already on
What you
top
was
of that,
about
I
to
was
say,
fucking
Rory?
with somebody else, so that was one of their friends. So
Yeah.
see, I was double dipping.
Yeah.
There was no.
No,
way.
you nasty.
Oh,
I
y'all
couldn't
didn't
even
throw
flip.
that. Why y'all didn't put
Well,
that in the
it's no
pot?
story about me. We can move on.
No. We're gonna move. Yeah, no, we'll move.
Okay.
I mean, it's not really a story. He was just a breeder.
Still
He-
is.
he-
And you
Still-
you the one that got away?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that
for
you.
sure.
You feel like
You
you
fake took the medication?
What is this medication he's alluding to? What is this?
Not the prenatals.
Yes.
He was
Niggas is
definitely.
giving y'all
He was
prenatal?
definitely a.
Yes.
What does that even? How does one even
Put
get
a
a?
prenatal in a champagne.
Yeah, how does one even make a prenatal martini? How do you even make a prenatal
Oh, wait,
martini?
wait.
Put a prenatal in a champagne. She ain't even know it.
Who
It's
is
funny
doing
to
that?
joke about rape.
No, we talking about prenatal.
I'm talking about the
vitamins.
original bar.
Oh, yeah, the original one. Not
Yeah,
this
no, let's
one.
go on Twitter and talk about that.
Oh my God.
Yo, so talk about
Call
that.
back.
Men,
This is torture.
men are giving women prenatal.
in the champagne.
Really?
I don't know.
Rory.
No, we're not doing that. I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
trying to get
That is
married.
No,
not
I
epic.
deflected and said I was fucking one of y'all other friends before. I was trying to get off the conversation, but
See.
He would.
Mhm, mhm.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's
I want to
move
know. I want to know who
I
giving
just saw
niggas
it recently,
prenatal.
by the way. Go ahead.
on. You did.
So travel
like that.
queens.
Oh.
So
Thank
travel
you.
queens. Okay.
Thank you.
How did that come about, ladies?
Oh.
Okay, so shout
Oh
out
no,
to
Breakfast Club is cute. I understand, but no, we know y'all.
this real shit. It's getting
We
ghetto.
friends for real.
Low key. Okay.
Yeah, so Travel
So
Channel.
Travel
Yeah, what's going on?
Travel Channel.
Y'all eating like spicy food? What's going on?
Okay, so Travel Queens. So Cocoa Butter, the production company, shout out to them. They reached out to us. They wanted us to interview. They had a few other people, like friend groups that they wanted to interview as well. And we did an audition. They loved us. They gave the position to us immediately.
Okay.
We started getting on calls with them and BET, and then they wanted us to start production. So we started production in January, and we did 2 weeks straight. We recorded the whole season in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was really dope. It was a really dope opportunity. I love the fact that it shows us in a different light, because I feel like it's so many people get reality shows, especially people who have one. Let me not say especially, because nobody else has a podcast. I mean, has a reality show.
Damn.
Podcast.
Yeah, I think, this is kind of the first.
It's new.
Yeah, it's new.
So, so I do feel like when people step into another lane, a lot of the time it has something to do with what they're already doing.
Mhm.
What I love about Travel Queens is that it's nothing like Port Mines. It's a completely different lane, and it really gets to show us outside of our personas on Port Mines. So
Yeah.
I think it ended up working out, and
Yeah.
It's great. It's a good show.
It's actually really fucking fire. Like, if I'm being honest, I think we haven't seen something like this since like The Simple Life, like when Paris and Nicole.
Yeah.
But it's like we're really traveling and having a good time. And the best thing about it is they didn't edit out our personalities.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be like, who are we watching? Because a lot of times when people watch this is the first time they're being introduced to us.
Yeah.
So the fact that they really let us be our true, authentic selves, that was like my favorite part of filming the show. And I also think it shows that everybody loves to say, take away the mics, cancel podcasting. But I think it shows podcasters in a different light. Like, we can do more than just this. Every time a podcaster gets a deal, it doesn't have to be in the same lane of what we're already doing. We already got poor minds, you know what I'm saying? So we can develop other things that work, you know what I'm saying? So I think it shows all of us as a podcasting whole, everybody who's successful, like, we can do other things in media.
Yeah, we can tap into a lot of
Yeah, for sure.
A plethora.
My therapist has told me I'm terrible at living in the moment. How did y'all feel on
I
the
can
premiere
believe
night?
that.
Fuck. First of all,
Because
Drea,
you still
Drea,
talk about what she did 3 years ago.
I'm gonna start there.
I mean, respectfully, Rory, I love you, my Taurus king, my Taurus brother, because I'm a Taurus too. But you still holding on to some shit she did 3
But you know
years
what's crazy?
ago.
My mom was a
compliment y'all,
Taurus.
but okay.
My
But,
sister.
let him compliment us.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Suggesting that I don't live in the moment. I was asking what it felt like for the premiere. Because we watched y'all do this from IG Live to here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you guys been living in the moment and really appreciating what you guys have built? Because this has been crazy to me. Like, I think
You know
you
what,
guys really need to take in what you guys have done.
I'm trying to take it in.
And see, I was trying to compliment you. You was trying to shit on me.
Right. But
I was not trying to shit on you, but I ain't gonna let you shit on my girl though.
no, he didn't shit on me. He had to let it out. But because wait, let me say that.
In a club,
We all fam. But let me say this before I get to the point I was about to make. Like, Rory's a Taurus. My best friend's a Taurus. My mom was a Taurus. My sister's a Taurus. I knew he'd been waiting to say that. My sister do the same thing. Drea used to do the same thing, but she went to therapy. So, but I'm glad we had this because it's like, I love Rory.
Right.
I don't give a
I love
fuck.
Rory too.
Right.
I really don't care because I love him.
Let me
You
ask
can't
you
hurt my
something.
feelings.
Let me ask you something though, Lex.
I don't care.
Did you think that I felt some type of way about what you said?
I know you did it
Okay.
because you're
What's
so
your sign?
nonchalant, and I see people attack you all the
don't give a
time and
fuck.
say, "Yeah, you don't give a damn." I never felt
But
like
not
you
because
cared.
I don't love you and fuck with you,
Right.
but because I know you didn't have
You know it had nothing to
you
do
had
with
no-
how
you
I
had-
felt about you personally.
Exactly.
It wasn't like a
Exactly.
personal thing. But back to what I was saying about
Back to Rory's
it personally.
compliment.
He took it personally.
He took it personally. But like I said, Rory knows how I feel about him.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't matter when you really have. This is one person I can honestly say in the industry I will, and I'm being honest right now, because you can ask Dre. I was like, "Oh, I'm nervous about doing today." I kept saying that to her. So I'm like,
Nervous.
no, because this is the first time me and Rory have really sat down and really,
Yeah.
really
I'm about
talked,
to
and I
say,
kept
it's
saying that.
It's been a minute.
But this
We used
is
to all
one
the time.
person in the industry I have known. Like the first person that I met that I used to network with was like Mandy.
Okay.
That was like my first industry friend. But Rory goes way back before. Like when I say 2014 is when I first met Rory, I'm talking about like Mike Barnes. We used to be at his house chilling like way back in the day.
Sunday dinners, everything.
So yeah, so I think it's like when you really care about somebody and they really know who you are at your core, it's
I
like
could dig
I
I could dig it.
was like, okay, I'll take that because I know it's like it's all love.
Mhm.
But
I feel better now, by the way.
yeah, I know you do.
Mhm.
I get it. And you know what? I'm glad that
Because
you
I didn't want
said
to do it
that.
on the phone. I didn't want to do it on text.
Right, but I'm saying, and I had no idea when I thought it was going to be more so about the stuff I said about him. I had no idea about that stuff.
No, I've been harboring this for
So
5 years.
and I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. But back to the
I love
travel
you to
queen
death.
stuff. I know you
Just-
do.
but it-
That's why I said. That's why I felt like anytime I see you, it's not like we don't speak or we just be like, oh, let me walk this way because Rory over there. It don't be like that. It's just like it was like a look in your eye. I'm gonna get my one, bitch. That's what it would be like.
At the
all
40/40 Club, I was actually serious.
I know
Like
you
with
were.
the mall shit of joking around.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a place to talk. But
Yeah.
I've had
I
this
can
on my
see
chest
it.
for quite some time.
I can read body language. I can tell. Because I told her I was like,
But why you never just called?
Because I wanted to be face to face.
And that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
phone shit is
Yeah.
really that.
So now y'all
And
see,
even remember when we went out in Atlanta and she wasn't around. It was me, you, and Bleep, I guess.
Bleep is crazy.
I had brought it up a little bit at that time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you felt a way about it, which don't get me wrong. Like, I get where you're coming from. I understand why you feel this way. I feel like that's where sometimes communication has to come into play, though, because I understood why you feel this way, and you're not wrong for that, because I would feel away too if I was you, to be honest. But I know that she didn't have ill intent. That's why I always just felt like y'all needed to have a conversation.
We wouldn't be sitting here together if I thought she had ill intent.
Right.
But it was something I had to get off my chest.
And I'm glad you
Five
did.
years of getting this shit off.
My white brother. I love you down.
So I just want to know why we weren't invited to the Travel Queen
So
premiere.
let me say
it
this.
wasn't even like that, though.
No, it looked like that.
No, it looked like that.
Can I tell y'all how we did the PR list?
Okay.
Honestly, our PR girls and our producer, they really just went down the list of everybody who had came on our show before.
PR over here?
That's Shay's our producer. She was working close.
we can't.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Calm Theory.
Because baby girl over there introduced herself as Killer, and I was.
Well, no, Killer's my best
Killer
friend.
look like PR because she got the towel.
She got the time. It's giving. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
She said Killer. I was like, I left my shit at home today. Wrong day.
No.
I didn't know Killer was coming by the office.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. They really just went down like on our YouTube, like everybody y'all had on the show. That's who we're sending out to, because we had so much going on and trying to prepare for it. So it wasn't like, oh, let's leave them off.
I'm joking about that.
I know,
for sure.
But I want to get back to your question, because you said, how are y'all? Are y'all soaking in the moment? And I say, I'm working on that, because I'm not, because I keep worrying about what are we doing next? How can I come harder? Because now I feel like y'all try to put us in this box. Yeah, we got Travel Queens, but now let me show y'all what we can do next. And I'm like, girl, you just got a fucking TV show that has nothing to do with like Poor Minds. It's something totally different. We travel. I literally I used to have a show on YouTube with my other homegirl called Jazz and Lex Where To Next, where I would go around eating food, and I'm like, I manifested that. We both did. So I'm trying to get into the moment of not trying to just jump ahead and really. So I'm still working on that, to be honest.
I lost so many moments that I wish I appreciated.
Yeah.
So I just, my only advice to people is that, like, really just shut up for a second, stop focusing about what's gonna happen next, sit in this premiere.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, how did this happen?
Right. Because to be honest,
it's so hard though to not want to focus on the next thing.
Well, I mean, that's why you got the show and the premieres, because you have that mind state. So it's tough to balance those two things. But
it is. It's really, really tough, because I feel like at the premiere, and I told her this last week, I was like, to be honest, the premiere is kind of like a blur to me, the party, because I feel like we were just all over the place, like talking to people, interacting, taking pictures. I didn't really get to live in the moment. And even right now, it just still seems so surreal. Like, it seems surreal. Like, I can't believe this is happening. But then at the same time, you still like, okay, cool, but I'm about to do this. What's next? Like, what's the next thing coming? It's hard to like not just be present.
I think it's just because we like to work though.
I feel like y'all do too though.
Yeah.
Like to work?
Like, I mean,
y'all
here every fucking
y'all hold on, bitch. No, y'all are hustlers.
I just spent my birthday in Detroit to work.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that, for Rory and myself, we've been doing this so long that it's kind of like, it doesn't really feel like we're doing something. It's just like a part of just our day to day. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's like, this is just what we do, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but we have other things going on, obviously. But I do think that we need to try to focus more on the same. Yeah. More present, enjoying it, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking too far ahead. Yeah. Kind of just staying right there in the center, because, like you said, a lot of people doubt it. And, a lot of people still praying that it breaks.
And I also think it's not a woe is me thing, but I think it'll be interpreted that way. Podcasters also own businesses and run their businesses. Yeah. And we're also entertainers. So we can't really have that moment because we look nuts even trying to talk about it. It's like, dog, y'all just go to work. Your job is to talk on a mic. Shut the fuck up. Right. So we can't even really celebrate any of our shit while we're also the business owner and the entertainer at the exact same time. Right. And that's where I think it gets weird and depressing. But they're also, viewers are going to look at that like, dog, I don't care. I'm going to my truck job right now, and they could make more money than us. It's not even a money thing. It's just, they're looking like, you get to do this. I'm like, it's way more stressful than the fuck y'all think it is.
I feel like people don't realize it's a real business.
It's a job.
Like, that's why they don't
running
take
a business
us serious.
and being the face of a business and running a business is a different mentality.
Podcasting can be some of the most, if you dedicated, to yourself to it, I think it could be some of the most stressful, but some of the most honest thing you do too. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Like sitting on a mic and a camera and like speaking.
Yeah.
And like having your thoughts out there forever and like things you say. Like people tell me things that we be at shows that like, yo, when you said, I'm like, I said that?
Yeah, same.
I don't even
Oh my
remember
God.
ever saying that. It's like, yeah, that was 2019. I was like,
damn.
I'm a whole different person, bro.
Does that ever feel healing for y'all though? Because I feel like when we went on Breakfast Club earlier, I was talking about that because I feel like when we first started Poor Minds, I was very much more closed off. Like Lex has always been an open book. I've always been a little bit more private. But as we get older, I love to be transparent and vulnerable and tell people the things that I'm going through. So like for y'all, is it the same experience? Like you like, okay, damn.
For me,
I've
absolutely
really
it's the same.
helped somebody. I've really helped
people in my
get
life
through
still
it.
can't believe I do this.
Yeah.
Because my entire life I've ran away from this.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be on camera and on mic.
So you're not really vulnerable, transparent.
I am, but it's still a lot of things that I keep. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Yeah.
It's like I'm definitely people that know me are shocked at some of the things that I share.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yo, bro, you would have never said that in front of people like before. But because this is what I do.
Yeah.
So I find little things, but there's still a lot that I'm like, and that's the part that people know me is like, if people knew that part of you, that's
It
a
would be
whole
even
different-
bigger.
Yeah.
for
That's
sure.
how I feel sometimes too. Because I'm like, if people really knew like me for real,
Yeah.
the show would really like,
But you got to find a way to kind
But-
of give it in doses. I think that's the
Yeah, I
the
agree.
magic in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always fine with it because again, like I started potting at like 23,
Mm-hmm.
34 now.
Which is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That is
When you
crazy.
think about it,
Crazy.
potting at 23 years old
We
is
did, shit, we did.
crazy.
23 years old.
To have that
I was
much
kind of
longevity.
fine with that. Like even getting into my 30s, I was like, damn, there's so much shit that I said when I was a kid that is gonna be on
It's
record forever.
forever.
Mhm.
I will say Amara has been the first time I felt like actually stressed out about it.
Yeah.
Because I know if
Mhm.
my dad had a podcast,
Yeah. But the
I know my inquisitive mind,
Oh
which I'm
my
sure is gonna be
goodness.
passed down to her.
Yes.
I'm like I said, my
yeah.
therapist keep telling me, like, why you always want to know why? Like,
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
think that.
It doesn't even matter.
So I know she has that.
Right.
And she is going to sit and watch every fucking episode
Yeah.
and not understand that, like, I was 23 and didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
No, but that's
And
when you,
even I'm 35 and still don't know what the
but
fuck I was
that's when
talking
you
about.
have that conversation.
But I know me and I know what she's gonna do too. She's gonna watch on her own and just
not-
find conclusions.
And just download the information. And now look at you a whole different
Be
way
like,
every day.
What's up with you?
Yeah. Yeah. She gonna start peeling away at her dad. Like
That's
yeah.
the first time I felt like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is gonna be
Mhm.
weird that my
That's real.
footprint is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real. That's real.
I have a
But
question.
you can't
though.
erase it once it's out there.
Yeah.
I think that's something that scares me.
I mean, it's paying for the
too.
food that's going in her mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a
like 2017 to now, like Poor Minds has changed so much. Lex and I have both changed so much as
Yeah.
people, but people could still go back and reference those old episodes.
Mhm.
And that's why I think sometimes we get a little bit of the backlash of like, well, that's not what you used to be saying. Y'all are hypocrites.
Bitch,
It's
can I
like,
change my
I've
mind?
grown.
Right.
I've
Who
evolved.
is not a hypocrite?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like,
But I do have a question for y'all because I've always kind of wondered this because, like you said, you've been doing this for almost like 10 years. Like, to be in the entertainment industry, I don't care what you do, act, sing, podcast, and whatever, that's a long time
Mhm.
to sustain. Do y'all feel like a little bit like vindicated though, because that y'all have been able to carry this podcast with just y'all two
Mhm.
still after all that mess happened? Like, because everybody was kind of like counting y'all out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they counted y'all out so bad.
Mhm.
And the fact that y'all are still doing it with just y'all two, do you kind of feel like yeah, nigga?
and have a huge following.
Yes.
At that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a small part of me that's just because I think one of the first conversations Rory and myself had, when the whole thing happened, it was simple. It was like, all right, well, shit, people with the studio, like literally the conversation was so seamless.
Yeah.
It was almost scary
Mm.
because it was like one day we looked down, we was like, dog, we didn't miss a beat like at all. Like, and it just happened. We just started moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Studio and equipment and bring people on, do this, do that, and just build a whole team and a family. And then you look up and it's 5 years later and we sold out London and this and that. And it's just like, what? like we didn't even really sit and think.
yeah, and I know podcast fans don't really care about like the actual details. They just want to make jokes and
Right,
laugh
right.
about shit. And no disrespect to that side. Pivot the way you want to pivot. I think they're all doing fine too. But 2/3 of the show left.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Like
that was the feeling.
2/3
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that show left. I
Yeah.
knew he was gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And they all right. Like everything is fine in that
Everything
regard.
worked out.
And even down to like the business side, shit, Peach was doing merch for the old show. Like a lot of people that worked on the old show work here.
Yeah.
Like this was a running business.
I came into some familiar faces.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Because these have been my people
Right.
when Joe and I in 2015 was
Right.
talking about like, all right, I got somebody that could do this, and that. Like, this ain't your crew. This is my
Right.
crew.
Got you. That's
But even on the
understandable.
business
Well,
side,
I
it
got
was
a
like,
messy question.
Mess it up.
Do y'all ever, it's like no room for reconciliation
no,
ever.
me. No.
It's no beef at this point in my life, but it's nah, and I don't think they want that either.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think my ex told me this that stayed with me forever. Why do you continue to have beef with people? Why can't y'all just coexist?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with there being
Oh
no
yeah, I
beef?
don't have beef with
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah.
Like it's
What's-
not beef.
What's
but
wrong if even if you run into that person or like cross paths, like why would you even everyone could just coexist.
Yeah, it's no beef.
Everyone can
And
just
and
coexist. Everything's okay.
Big on saying that.
Like-
I'm always making sure we clear that
Mm-hmm.
I don't have beef with, or we don't have beef with anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for me personally, I'm not speaking for Rory, I'm speaking for myself. There's no room for reconciliation, conversation, none of that.
Yeah.
You feel like it's just been too
There's
much
no room for that.
like disrespect and stuff.
But
Absolutely.
also, what's
Yeah.
wrong with that though? Like,
It's not wrong.
But if-
For me-
Like if
for me-
y'all see each other,
If
in
y'all
that
see each
speech,
other, would you
coexist.
like dab him up? Like would you
Dab?
dab
No,
Joe
I'm not
up
saying that.
and
Just,
be-
said dab?
just coexisting.
No.
If y'all was even in the same
only
spot,
because
just-
as men, certain things were said.
Mm.
Okay.
Fair.
That's understandable.
And as a man, I cannot hear you saying that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
And then, the way I'm brought up, I know things that happen. And it's just like, you played a game with somebody that at one point would have killed somebody for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like now it's just cold. Like, it's all good, fam. Don't worry about it. But that
Right.
door is forever closed.
But it's
Okay.
not beef though.
No beef.
Yeah.
I'm not walking
and
around
to
it.
me,
I'm happy. I'm great.
That's-
Life is beautiful.
that's the definition of coexisting. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
ain't no-
100%. 100%.
if anybody cross each other's path in a spot, we don't got to say nothing. We could just go our separate ways. Everything's fine.
Mhm.
Right. And
I'm
I
not
think,
trying to beef with nobody to fight. Like, we did that. We were
Right.
participants. Like, I'm not saying we weren't. but-
right.
Yeah.
But that's why I was asking that question, because I know y'all gave us our flowers, but I wanted to give y'all's flowers because it's so hard when you feel like everybody is counting y'all out, and the fact that it's been 5 years that y'all been doing this with just y'all two.
Mhm.
I see podcasts start and be done after a year or two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the difference, Lex, is once you
I
know
never
who
even-
you are,
Yeah.
once you know who
That
you
never
are,
even
like
crossed my
yeah.
mind that it
Lex,
wouldn't
you
be
know
this
who
right
you
now.
are.
Right.
And you know that no matter what you do in life, you're gonna always be all right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Drea, you know who you are. And you know
Yeah.
no matter what in life, you're gonna always be okay.
That's
It's
true.
the same thing.
You don't feel like, I feel like it's some people, and we say this all the time, people feel like they have to attach themselves to people, especially in this generation.
Yeah.
People feel like they have to attach themselves to people to be successful. But like you said,
Yeah.
it's so much power in knowing who you are. Like, I don't need to be cool with this person. I'm gonna be straight.
And
I'm
I was never in it. I was never in it for
My
that.
shit gonna
Mm.
still get views.
I was never in it for
Right.
that. And that's the difference a lot too.
Right.
And that was
I
never,
agree.
I never even cared about
Right.
people knowing who I was.
because you was always knowing who you are and you were confident in who you are. So it's
That's
like,
it.
I don't need to be cool with this
Right.
person to get
But
to
ain't
this place.
rebranding is hard.
I think the opposite. I think
Oh.
people have attached themselves to me.
I know that's right.
Oh, for sure. People
Come on now.
definitely want to attach themselves
Especially
to you.
because you.
But
I think things were going a certain way.
I love to have a good white on my arm.
we need one of those.
We need one
We
of
always
those.
need a good white friend.
Hey, that ain't now.
Lex is crazy.
No, that's
Rory is down.
A good
I
white.
need that.
You need a good white.
Ooh, I need
You
a good
do need a good
white.
white.
You need a good white outfit in the closet
I'm
always.
saying,
You
though.
always need
You
one.
gotta
Just
throw
put
it
it
on
this
white.
way. A
Not
lot
after
of
Labor Day,
people
though.
are
Not after
usually the
Labor Day.
common denominator when things go wrong.
Mm.
I could do the shit flipped over.
Okay.
I'm the common denominator when shit goes right.
Ooh,
Mhm.
come on now. Pop your shit.
Mhm.
Pop your shit,
You
JD.
ain't wrong.
Demaris,
I'm
get that
not
collection
wrong.
plate going on that side.
Listen,
please.
he
Send that collection
preaching, he
plate around one
talking.
time.
Let the
Demaris, I'm
wicked
wrong?
talk.
Let the
I
niggas
ain't,
pay
listen,
their
you
tithe.
right. I got a
Yeah.
job. I don't know. You right.
No, I'm not talking like that way.
Listen, you right. Do your thing. Shit. You're very good at what you do. I tell you that all the time. You're very, very
You
good at
are.
what you do. And anybody who tries to
All the
discredit
businesses
that.
ain't move.
You said what?
Nothing.
But
I will say this though.
Listen.
I want to give y'all flowers too because y'all are amazing. Like
and
y'all,
rebranding is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like we did a silent rebrand
Mhm.
because we were like, we're not announcing this shit. This is what we're just about
not
to
gonna talk about certain
evolve.
shit no more.
Right.
Yeah, and we just evolved, but we're like, we can't announce
Y'all
this.
grew up.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we,
but y'all just happen to do it on camera.
yeah.
That's
But
what-
like
that's
to
the
do
only
a whole like y'all, you know, you gotta do new logos, new show, new this, new studio. That's
Okay.
a whole rebrand. That's fucking tough.
I love it though.
Cause rebrands don't always go over smoothly.
They don't,
Most
yeah,
of them.
but they don't. But the reason why I love rebrands is because you get an opportunity to prove that I could do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes people
Oh,
think
you
you
thought
got
this was a
lucky.
one-time thing?
Right.
This ain't love.
That type of energy.
This ain't good luck. This a
Yeah.
good ring.
This is a good person.
Niggas saying
Don't
they
play.
made
This is a
hole.
good
Okay,
person.
make another hole.
Yeah.
Make
Right,
another
right.
hole.
Make
Man, if you gotta send the
hole.
plate around one more time, send that plate around one more time back there.
Period.
I love that.
Yeah, man. Have
Look at
fun
us.
and have fun doing it.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like we have fun. Like
I
It
see
don't
that.
look like work. It don't seem.
I'm
like
looking
work. It
forward to
don't
seeing
feel
this
like
this
work.
travel show with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking
you haven't
forward
watched
to
the
seeing it.
episode yet?
No.
It
It's-
already
we weren't invited to
aired.
premiere.
No, see, okay,
Because I was
so
kind of mad. No, I'm just playing. No, I haven't seen the episode.
so
yet,
it's on BET Her. So
Uh-huh.
you can download the Philo app.
Yep.
You can watch it on Philo. You can watch it on Hulu with the
YouTube
BET
TV.
Her add-on or YouTube TV. It'll
And BET.com.
And
Just go to
BET.com.
BET.com.
so
Okay.
it's actually really fucking lit. Like if you're into
No,
like
I'm
travel
gonna watch
shows
it.
and stuff,
I'm
it's
gonna-
really
I'm
good.
gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch
It's
it.
like if you've seen Poor Minds, like get
Yeah.
that completely out your mind.
Yeah.
Because it's totally different.
I love
Okay.
that. I love
It's a
that.
different vibe.
Yeah.
I love that.
What's something that didn't make it?
Oh my
Our
God.
tea scene.
Yes.
And we body tea, face card tea, everything was tea, and they didn't air it.
yes.
We were in Charleston. We had on like these cute little tea party outfits,
Mhm.
and we went to a little brunch tea type of situation, and we were trying different teas like chamomile,
Okay.
Earl Grey, all of that stuff. And it was so cute and so sophisticated, and they didn't air it because they were like, a tea party is not Southern, which I disagree with.
Yeah.
That's actually very
And-
wrong.
That's what
Yeah.
I
That's what I
think.
said.
Was the white people in charge, respectfully?
Prop.
Who wanted Cocoa Brown? Is it Cocoa Brown?
No, it's cocoa butter.
Cocoa Butter. Who
Well,
wanted?
but I don't think it was really up to. I think it's kind of like a BT and them a collaboration. But honestly, the show was only 30 minutes, and we
Yeah.
did so much. So
We
I think it was
did.
kind of like.
Are they ever? Do they plan on releasing that content at all somewhere? Is it?
I
gonna,
think they should,
I
maybe,
think they
hopefully.
should.
I don't know.
I feel like
I would love to see
Take will
y'all
be
at like a little
cute.
tea party. Like
It was
vibe. I would love
so
to see
good.
that. Yeah.
It was
so
so
good.
good.
I would like to
It was
see that.
really funny. But I mean, the stuff that they did air, I think what they did is like put the best stuff, and they were like,
Okay.
if we have to take something
It
out,
would
I
be that.
guess they had to take
Okay.
that one out. So, but I think
What you think? What did you want in the show that was taken out?
honestly, I really feel like everything that I wanted to be in there has been in there so far. Now I'm nervous because I don't know when this airs, but by the time this airs, a Key West episode will be out.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, Key West comes out next Wednesday, and I'm really nervous because I didn't see there's a drag scene in there that I do. Like I dressed up in drag, but I
Okay.
didn't see that in the preview for next week.
Oh, so you don't know what it's
I
gonna
don't
look
know
like.
what's
It's
in
gonna
there
be in
because we're
there.
watching it with everybody. We haven't seen nothing. Well, at the premiere, that was the first time I saw it.
Oh,
So-
Can we
okay,
watch it on
alright.
stream together?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yo.
That would be
Yes.
dope.
That
Yeah.
level. No, listen, hold on. That's fucking with my anxiety for you.
Oh, we were on the plane yesterday watching the episode because we haven't seen it. So we were on the plane flying to New York watching the episode on my phone because we haven't seen it. Like we
what
just,
was your feelings like? How did you?
I'll be like, I'm so thick.
And I be like, damn, face card don't
I'm so
decline.
thick.
It's a nice
Period.
So what was like your drag swag?
I had on this like big. I don't want to. No, I'm not gonna tell too much because if this drops tomorrow, you got to tune in to see. I'm hoping, but
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
drop.
tuning in regardless.
Yes, but I'm gonna drop the pictures, so y'all got to tune in.
No, we watch baddies. We watch what's
watch
the
Baddies?
RuPaul drag shit.
Yo,
I watch.
listen,
RuPaul's Drag.
I'm
Yeah.
so deep in the baddies. Like I'm trying to find out who Bella baby father is.
Oh, we don't.
Like,
I'm
it's
not
bad.
tuned
It's
in.
bad.
We
Like,
don't
I'm-
even watch
yeah,
that,
like I'm
so we don't know.
I'm down
Baddies
bad.
is the shit.
Weak. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't knock baddies.
I bought
I don't.
the zoo shirt that security puts on the chicks after.
You know
they-
why I
they
watch
take
it?
their
You know
shirt
why I
off to
watch
fight.
it? Because
Why?
I can't believe that somebody's putting a budget
Yes.
behind this shit.
Yes.
Like I'm watching it almost
It
like
makes a
this is
lot
the
of fucking money.
craziest
But they
shit.
make so much fucking money. I mean,
That's why I can't stop watching it because it's insane that
It's
this is
insane
a
what they'll
budgeted
do.
show.
yeah.
Like yo, they're just paying girls to just fly to like different states
To
And
fight.
countries,
and just pop
not
on each
in
other. I'm like,
Africa,
yo,
though.
Africa,
yo, I don't like what you said earlier at breakfast.
And they look like, go
Like,
fight her. Go
so we
fight
gotta
her.
fight? Like, yo, that's not the craziest model.
But
No,
I'm not
it's
gonna
wild.
lie.
I think it's an
I
amazing
mean,
business model.
I will
That is
say
fucking crazy.
the reason that I do love travel queens because I'm not knocking baddies, but
Yeah.
I do think that it's time that we start
It's
seeing
positive.
black
Oh, no.
women
Oh yeah,
in a
no, we
different
want to
light.
compare the two.
No, I know.
100%. 100%.
But because I'm not knocking baddies, I don't knock how any black woman gets their money. Do what you got to do because if you fighting already in the hood, go get paid for it. Shit.
Right.
But I do feel like the media is missing that. Like we've lost that of seeing black women in reality TV just having fun.
Yeah.
This ain't even no love and hip hop. We're not throwing drinks, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's so. I'm not knocking baddies. Shout out to all the baddies. I'm not trying to get my ass whooped
Mhm.
because I can't
They
fight.
can fight.
No, we're gonna make
and
this a
we
clip.
can't.
I
Lex
can't
P
fight.
says
No, I
fuck
can't.
baddies.
No, Lex P says fuck Takeshi.
Oh,
Stop.
no,
That's
I know that
crazy.
one.
Now she the main one that
She
got
the
them
main one
hands.
that's gonna knock me out.
I'm scared of her. I don't
trying
ever want to
She
be in a
was trying
spot
to fight
with
Lex P says
Clarissa.
Natalie Nunn square up.
Taseki. That's her name. I don't want to be nowhere with
Any
Taseki.
woman that tries to fight Clarissa Shields is not afraid of nothing.
Taseki don't give a fuck.
I'm not fighting her.
Them hands.
She
lead-
all in. Yeah, she all in. Taseki is crazy.
No,
They're
they
crazy.
scare me a little bit. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, love
Nah,
y'all.
I love them. No, I love them. It's just a
Love
funny show. I
y'all.
love them.
Hey, boos.
Hey,
Yeah.
love you.
Hey,
What
bookies.
do you guys want to do with season 2?
Oh,
We want to go to different continents for
Yes.
each season. So, like season 2, we would love to
Travel
do Europe.
Queens Africa,
Travel
Travel
Queens
Queens
season 3.
Europe,
Yeah.
Travel
Okay.
Queens Asia.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the next goal for sure.
Yeah. So honestly, we don't know if we're getting to season 2 yet. They're trying to wait and
Speaking
see.
into existence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
It'll happen.
we
Will,
are
though.
because
It's gonna
it's
happen.
really fucking
It's
good.
definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. So
100%.
it's just a good fucking show. Like when I watched, I was like, damn.
It's so funny. Like I
Yeah.
feel like people get to see us in a different light outside of Poor Minds, and they really get to see our personalities more so how we interact in real life. Because I mean, when you podcasting, like
Yeah.
even as we're sitting here, we're talking about topics and stuff.
Yeah.
Versus that show, it's just us being us, and the cameras happen to be
Be there.
Yeah.
Going out
We're
to
not
eat,
talking
going to
about
the-
something that we already planned to talk
Right.
about. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's a void.
I'd take them to Ireland, get some real shepherd's pie.
Come on, JD. I love shepherd's pie.
And be with the whites.
Jameson dick.
I thought you was talking about JD, the producer.
That's not a
That's his
nickname.
nickname.
Peach, clip
Now I got
it.
a nickname.
JD.
Clip it, Peach.
He wasn't the thick producer y'all was talking about though, right?
No.
Yo, Baby
He
D,
just
Baby
not
D,
the
Baby
big
D,
producer.
Baby
We-
But
D.
I don't think JD was ever thick.
That's what I'm saying. What Baby D talking
I
about?
didn't look at his lower half like that.
Jermaine Dupri?
we
You
don't-
thought there was a time when Jermaine Dupri was thick?
Jermaine Dupri was never thick. He was yeah,
No, man.
But we're gonna tell you who we was talking about.
Oh my God.
Y'all are
Everybody's
funny.
finna Google thick producer.
Y'all
I
are
love
funny.
it.
I
when-
did.
That's the
I
wildest
did when he
algorithm
came up,
ever.
though.
Big producer.
I mean,
my
and
God.
he's going to come up.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God, we gotta
There's no
stop.
way.
There's no
There's
way.
no way
There's no
somebody-
way. Are we doing voicemails with Lexi
Yes,
Gray?
yes, we are.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into some voicemails.
We've been chatting. Damn, we almost at 90 minutes.
We love
90
a good
minutes.
time.
This was
We love y'all.
therapy. We had to get shit. We had to
Come on,
solve
what
our
I
issues.
said.
90 minutes.
What's up?
Country as hell. Not
Killer, you good over there,
Thank
baby?
y'all for
Oh, hold up.
She said, no, pass the weed.
Hold up, Killer.
I am so
I got you.
weak.
And that hit you gave me got me way higher than I thought I was gonna be because I don't smoke weed like
my
that.
God.
Oh, wait,
Young
you hit the
Thug.
weed?
Y'all remember that song,
Yes.
Baby? Pass
Yeah, you see that?
You are
Yes. She
I'm
said,
high as
no,
shit.
pass the weed.
No, keep all this
Weed.
speech.
This bitch
what's
embarrassing
up. What's
me.
up?
I'm just playing.
How do you think you guys
So
would do in
thank y'all for
Ireland?
entertaining
In
us every
Ireland?
They
week.
would love y'all.
Oh my
I know.
God.
No, Ireland would love y'all.
I can't
Refresh.
wait to
I
put
wanna
on the
go.
skirt.
Ireland would be a really good
A
stop for
cute?
that.
A cute.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean,
Did they
Scottish
wear-
and
that's
Ireland.
I was like, okay, that's
It's both. Yeah.
okay. I was about to say, come on now.
No,
I didn't know they were
kilts
cute.
in Ireland.
I didn't know that.
And that's why you need to get up on your culture.
I need to go travel, queen.
Exactly.
Mm.
Hashtag
Right now.
Travel Queens BET, APM EST,
That's right.
BET her.
There you go. Let's get into some voicemails.
All right,
Link
all right.
right here.
What's up? What's up? Just want to say thank y'all for entertaining us every week. I hope you guys are staying healthy and blessed. So, quick run through. I've been dating this girl for 2.5 years. We were long distance for a while, and then I would go visit her in Jersey City. I'm going to tell you where she lived. She would live close enough to get to NYC right there by the Holland Tunnel. Anyways, so a year and a half into the relationship, she lost her job. So I was helping her stay afloat in Jersey City while I was in LA.
Broke ass bitch.
And so she's like, I'll pay you back, whatever. That's fine. Just don't be homeless. I don't want anybody to be homeless. So doing that, then she gets a job offer in Cali. She moves to the Bay. Don't have any money to move, so I help her move and all that.
King.
Out of my pocket, 16 grand, whatever, get over here.
King.
Still no progress. Paying the rent. I have to sacrifice my business. You know, working in music, it's not fast money. So, you know, it might take a minute, but I have to do what I have to do to keep everything afloat. Still no progress this year. I'm still struggling to pay everything. My bills are falling behind.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, I saw a text from her side dude. I'm like, okay, so my plan is just to dip and not say anything. Y'all think I'm an asshole? What should I do? Is there a better, more gentleman-like, or just say, hey, fuck me, huh? But yeah, love y'all. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Demaris.
He sound like he said that in the mirror. Yeah, fuck me, huh? He practiced how he gonna say it.
God.
He practiced how he was gonna get it off to fuck me, huh? After all I did for you.
Probably hit his chest.
I was on that side too. I felt for him.
Oh
Yeah.
man, damn.
I'll let y'all cook first.
Cut that bitch off for sure.
I agree.
But
But how should he
she's
do it though?
using-
Like, should he ghost?
I would just ghost her.
Okay.
She don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
15 bands.
That's a lot. I think he said 16.
16.
16 bands and
That's
Paying the
okay,
bills.
1,000 more.
Right.
Well, that's a lot, bitch.
But I'm just saying, like, it's still a lot of money. 15, 16. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And then you find out she's dealing with another dude.
Right.
I wouldn't have nothing to say to her. That's a lot of money to spend on somebody, especially if you live in New York.
Right.
And then,
Because y'all
Paying
would
for
be
that
high
shit.
as
Yeah.
hell.
That's a fact.
and I have
And then
to
she
say
want to move
this.
away. Where's? I also want to know where the side dude is.
Right. And what he doing?
Is he in the Bay?
Oh yeah, you know
He
that.
probably is in a bay,
100%.
though.
She
Yeah.
probably ain't even got no damn job. She probably just moved over there with him.
Exactly.
I would just cut her
The
off.
old, the young girls who are out here getting it, that y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this. I hate when y'all make me agree with men.
Mhm.
But I feel like the economy is tough right now. Men, because you don't want to end up in this situation. You have to be very careful when you like invest in a woman. You got to understand, like, you got to pay attention. If she lost her job, you gonna see if she got that hustle about herself and if she's trying to make shit happen.
Right.
Do you really think it was smart to put $16,000 in a woman and she ain't really showing you nothing?
Yeah.
Right.
Versus a woman like, oh, I know she gonna get it. Let me invest in her because I know she gonna. Y'all have to be
Triple
smart.
it,
Stop
yeah.
being pussy whipped.
Mm.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree.
I mean, I hate when y'all make, but $16,000 is a lot of money.
Go,
That
go,
is.
go, go to camera 3. No, say it right into their face.
It's a lot of money.
But I will say this to my queen, coochie too good.
See, this is what I'm saying.
But I will say
That's
this.
what I'm saying. See how, look how fast y'all out there.
Guess what?
All right.
All that logic. Like, yo, I see you, sis.
Coochie too good. I know a queen.
But
with
most of the
coochie
time, let me
good.
tell you what's happening though. Most of the time, it's not a man that's doing that. Most of the time, it's a woman doing that, and the niggas be broke.
Yeah.
It is. Most of the time, it's women who are taking care, and these niggas ain't got shit.
Yeah.
So now you understanding what a lot of women go through. We be taking care of the household. Why you think Section 8 is like, oh, you can't have a man in the house?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to talk
Democrats.
about
I'm
it.
not gonna be there no
Hello,
way.
but I'm just saying, don't get me started on the statistics, bitch.
Right.
So you're really getting a
So
taste
you
of
agree
your
with Maul's
Political
politics
pee
then?
coming out.
Big 4547.
Political.
4547.
man.
All right, can I?
Go ahead.
This is safe
Goddamn it.
space.
So what you think,
Safe
Rory?
space. Safe space.
Yes.
Okay.
Have y'all ever gotten money from a man and started to feel a little guilty? Like, damn, I am really taking advantage of him.
No.
Because the way that that's why I love Drea.
That's why I love Drea. That's why I love Drea. See?
Yeah.
Because
I
he
have.
clearly sounds like he was taken advantage of.
Yes.
Have you sat there and been like, damn, this guy's actually kind of nice, and I'm doing someone that shouldn't be done dirty.
Yes, because I feel like I exude, like I have like this energy
Mm.
that
I know the energy is all I'm
He
saying.
said,
I know the energy.
he was
I
finna
told
start
him.
rubbing that meat.
No.
please. No, low-key, he's having right here the whole episode.
He spread his legs.
God damn,
Rory, he be sitting like this whole episode.
That is a lie. Go,
that?
Peach, run the tape. I have not been doing
He
that.
said,
I have not been doing that. But okay. All right. Go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I think that I exude this energy. Like I have this natural aura that men kind of feel like they have to come at me like that. So I've had guys do things off the rip, like money, buy watches, cars, whatever. Off the rip, and I'm not even really into you like that. And then after the fact, when you buy it, I'm like, damn, but I don't really know if I like you like that. But you bought it, so thank you.
But I also think it's
And
a
I'm not mad
difference
at that.
between
I'm not
asking
mad at that.
and then
So, you know, in
offering.
America,
And I
I'm
will-
gonna give y'all the statistics now. In America, a sucker is born every 7 seconds. That's just what it is.
And I don't blame that. Yo, all right, imagine if roles were reversed. Imagine if there was just some girl on Instagram that DM'd you and was like, yo, I'm trying to give you 5 racks. Come on, bitch. Give it to me.
Oh, yeah.
What, like, are you crazy?
See, well, that's where the
That's
cultural
why I
difference
look at
come
women
in.
crazy like,
If
nah,
I get a
somebody
DM
wanna
like
give
that-
me money, what the fuck? Of course I'll take the money.
If I get a DM like that, I know a nigga trying to line me up. Somebody trying to kill me.
But that's what
because
I
of
was-
reality. I'm
Yeah.
saying if it was reversed, as
Yeah.
in shit was switched, where men just be doing that because they trying to get at somebody. I'm never gonna be. You want to buy me a car? All right, bet.
But that's what I was gonna say. That's more so
Sucker.
why I feel. That's more so for me why I feel guilty, because it's never a thing where I'm like asking people for stuff.
Right.
Yeah, of
They
course.
just want to do it,
Mhm.
and so then I'm like, well, damn, if you offering me this, should I decline?
No.
Even though I know I'm not interested, but I didn't ask.
Right.
So it's like if this is what you want to do, let me accept it. But then I feel bad a little later because it's like, I don't really like you like that. Versus I think somebody who's asking, like if you're asking a dude for $5,000, you asking him to buy you a rollie, you asking him to buy you something, and you know you have no intent on really fucking with him like that. I feel like that's very manipulative, and you're being a user, and you gonna get your karma for that because you know you don't like this nigga like that. You trying to use him for his money. It's just like when scammers be stealing old
And-
people pension.
And red pill podcast
401k.
world is gonna kill me for this. I don't think it's women's fault. I think it's men's fault.
Yeah.
If I lead with money or purchasing things, I'm supposed to expect that you're gonna like me more if I keep purchasing things.
And
That girl's supposed to say, "All right, you want to give me more money? Bet."
exactly.
But a
Like
real
that-
bitch
why
not
would I
gonna
expect
like
you to
you
like
more,
me?
though.
But let me ask y'all a
boss.
question.
You just took a L, to be honest. Like a girl,
Yeah,
a girl that knows
she gonna like you if you spend more? No.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it actually turns me off when I feel like you're trying to buy me.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like every time you're like, oh, I can get you this, I can get you that. I had a situation like that. He just kept trying to. At first, it was like, okay, you're cool, we're friends, and I kept saying like, we're cool, we're friends. But he kept buying me things, thinking that I'm all of a sudden gonna wake up one day like, oh, you bought me a Chanel bag, I love you down. And it's like that's not how it works. But I'm gonna take it if you giving it.
As you should.
But eventually, I did get to the point where I was like, okay, this is enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because it starts to feel like,
Let me ask y'all a
And
question.
I don't
We're
give
never gonna get there,
sympathy.
and you just keep buying shit.
Y'all aren't poor though.
Exactly.
Bitches be poor.
No, when I was.
Oh, yeah,
I was accepting them all.
As you should.
Everything was getting
But
accepted.
even when I was
First-
poor, I've always been like
With the
a
money I
no
have now, if
sympathy.
somebody offered me $5,000 or a bag, I'd be like, if that's what you want
Yeah,
to do.
because that's not
But you ain't
something
gonna
that
make the dream
happens
money,
often. That's not something that happens often to men. So of course
No, it
you'll
never
be
happens.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If it was roles reversed,
So as a
if I had
woman,
money,
I'm not gonna lie. If a man was like, "Oh, can I send you 5 bands and we go on a date?" I'm be like, "No."
But even
I don't
when
know
I
you,
didn't
I don't
have
like
no
you. So
money,
weird.
I was never a sympathy pussy girl. That's where I feel like that's why I feel bad, because I'm the type of bitch. Just because you buy me some shit, I'm not giving you no pussy. You can buy me whatever you want. I don't feel obligated to give you no coochie.
Facts.
That's why I be feeling even worse, because damn, you just spent $10,000, $15,000, $50,000. I'm still not gonna fuck you.
Let me
If
ask y'all
I
a
don't
question.
like you. I fuck
could
with
never
niggas that I
imagine.
like.
Mm.
That's it. That's the only criteria for me to give you some.
Let me ask you
I
something.
need to like you.
Do y'all think it's cheating if, say, you have an ex-boyfriend and
Mhm.
he's like, he sends you money all the time, but you're in a new relationship, got a new boyfriend. You feel like if you keep accepting that money, that's cheating?
I don't feel, well, this, Lex taught me this because I didn't used to feel this way. But Lex was like, anything that you do that you can't tell your partner about is cheating.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do. I think that's cheating. Like if you accepting money from your ex and you not being honest with your current partner about it, you're cheating. Because if you not doing nothing wrong, why you can't tell him?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I had the same conversation with her friend,
Yeah.
and we never even
Oh,
talked
don't
about
do
that.
that.
She was in a relationship. I was like, "Yo, you're cheating right now."
Yeah.
Just by having conversations with you.
But y'all wasn't
somebody
in a
is paying your rent.
relationship.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she was in a relationship
I'm
with
saying
somebody else.
y'all wasn't.
No,
No, I
he
know.
was saying as a friend.
Oh,
She
I was like, "Yo,
dating
you're
somebody
cheating
else.
on your marriage. Like, you have somebody with crazy notoriety paying for your rent, and you in a relationship. No, you're cheating right
That's
now.
cheating.
That is
yeah.
very-
This is crazy." And she was
Yeah.
like, "Well, if he can't pay my rent," I'm like, "Bitch, pay your own rent then."
Hold on now. You taking shit too far.
Now
You done took it.
Hey,
I was
I'm
with
sorry,
you.
I'm a good friend.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry,
I
I'm a
don't
good
know.
friend.
Hey,
I'm
I
sorry, I'm a
don't
good
know
friend.
if the audience heard that collective harmonizing that these three black women just did with Mike's. But when Rory said,
No.
"Pay your own fucking rent," it was like Mariah, Whitney, and motherfucking CeCe Winans all hit the same notes. Like, yo was like, "Wait, hold on, nigga. You
Don't play with Demaris. She Beyonce.
Yo, that is
Shout out to
funny.
CeCe though.
But I do think like in your 20s, whatever, you're young, having fun. But I feel like once you
This
get
wasn't but 2-3 years ago.
well, no. I'm talking about the voicemail.
Okay, all right.
Once
cool,
you
yeah.
start getting in the territory of helping people move, then we're building something. This is too far.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking shit too. $16,000 is a lot of money.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that somewhere we have to draw the line. But again, a lot of it is the man's fault. You already knew what type of girl she was. You ain't know. You was trying to buy her.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
And
Because
you
you
thought
doing
you was gonna
all this
change,
shit and
yeah.
you were still unsure.
yeah,
You were trying to buy somebody and you got.
yeah.
And that's
And she trying to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
A
like-
real woman be like, let me find a job in New York if you spending all this money and y'all, or she would have been like, well, let's move. Can you move to the Bay with me? Can we figure out how we're gonna be together? Well, let me not say a real woman.
Yeah.
A woman that was into you.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Well, let me
We can
put,
say
and
real
as I get older too, I feel like when I was younger, I was more okay with accepting things from people, knowing that I wasn't trying to be in nothing serious. But now at 34, bitch, you taking cemetery chances.
Oh, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gonna meet the wrong dude and he not gonna be playing
He
about
not
that
gonna
shit.
take
Like,
that. He not
I
gonna
spent
take
all
it
this
there.
money on you and you not trying to fuck with me like that. Like,
Right.
you just have to know what type of predicaments and situations that you putting yourself in if you not trying to take somebody serious. Like, sometimes people be spending not to say they last, but they be spending it on you because they feel like it's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I mean, God willing, life is long. But
Yeah.
life is also short. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah.
You spend your 30s, 30 to 34 is way more significant than I think people really
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Like, I have to take shit seriously now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're adults
this
for real.
I ain't about to just start new relationships when I'm 40, 50, all that shit. Like, this is
Right.
a thing now
Mm.
of where you're going to spend.
It sounded like a nice guy got used.
It did.
Yeah.
But
That's what
okay,
it is.
devil's advocate.
Okay.
How you know that's her side nigga?
What you mean?
Oh.
How
Oh,
do
you saying
know?
he's the side.
No, he said that her side nigga text her. How you know that? Like,
Right.
what's the proof of
He
that?
probably-
that could be
he
somebody
probably-
that she trying to get rid of and she can't exactly get
No, but he
serious
read-
with you
he
because
read
she
the text.
hasn't gotten rid of him yet.
I'm guessing he read the text
that
messages.
you guessing though.
But he said he saw the
She
text.
got a good point though. How
But
you
he said he
know-
saw the text, right?
But this is the thing. This is why I say stay out of people's phones. I need to take my own advice because I'm damn near in a
Oh, I
2T.
don't look-
You need to stay
I
out
don't
of people's
look at phones
phones
either.
because you don't always know the context of that text message that you saw.
Mm.
What you might take
Demaris,
as
if I look through my girl's phone and I see I missed you last night was great.
Just know I put that
See how that
pussy
alarm?
on
You see how that
No,
alarm
I
went
ain't
off?
sure.
Put that pussy
they
on
could have
him.
took
I
some
did.
shots. The Knicks
I did.
won. You never
Yo.
fucking know.
I'm gonna take some shots.
Yo,
I'm gonna
Yo,
take some
can't
shots.
wait till the
Right.
U-Haul lands in San Francisco.
Yeah, like hell, he saw the text
He
messages.
don't know because I've tried to break it off with somebody before I got into something with somebody else. And if that person would have looked and said, "Oh, you still fucking with this person?" No, but I'm slowly like rocking them to sleep to get out of this. I'm not just gonna cut them off immediately.
I get that. I
Let
had
me
a rock
I've done
nigga
the
to
rock
sleep
to sleep shit
before.
before, yes.
And he was not trying to. He was fighting that sleep, bitch. I'm up, bitch. I feel you on that. But I will say, as far as on the other end, I think a lot of times the signs be there. You feeling got now.
Mhm.
So you knew that girl really wasn't into
Yeah,
it.
he
So,
feeling it.
Yeah, he- like you said, a sucker is born every
sucker
And now
is
he
born
like,
every 7
damn, I
seconds.
lost 16 bands to this bitch.
Yeah. Your
She
bad,
has to work
homie.
it
A
off.
lot
You
of
got to work
fucking
off
money.
16 bands.
So you
bitch.
got to take
Yeah,
your L
fact.
and ghost her and just move on.
Yeah.
By the
Take
way,
your-
Demaris is so pretty. Oh
She
my
know
God.
you
that
so
light,
pretty.
That lighting is light.
Don't do
The
that,
light
y'all. I'm
is
gay.
lighting.
All day. Every guest has just been trying to fucking compliment Demaris.
Yeah.
Period.
Then what?
Y'all pretty too.
Skin is glistening.
Don't
I was
ever-
looking at, I was like, wow.
Y'all really do
Mom,
have good
your
skin.
is immaculate.
Thank you.
What's the skincare?
Chocolate King.
Ball, your skin is immaculate. Rory is.
Immaculate. I'm
Don't
being
do
warm.
that too much. Do not call him a chocolate king. He finna.
But Rory too. Rory has
Why I get this so much on this podcast?
Rory has beautiful milky skin.
Yeah.
A nigga ain't never called milky skin beautiful.
That Irish
Little milk of magnesia.
milk of magnesia. That milky
Okay.
king.
I'm self-deprecating, but after my 35th birthday, I looked at when I was 28,
Yeah.
same photo, same day, and I said, I think I'm aging okay for a white
You
person.
are.
You are
35,
well.
I'm doing all right.
100%.
It's these lights that fuck me
you know,
up.
it's always the
Get
light.
banana at all, friend.
Yeah.
A low tox will do you right though.
Mm.
Nah.
See, look, mine don't.
I'm not
It
doing
don't
that.
move.
Ours don't move.
That
Mm.
Botox will get you right now.
But I like my
You
laugh
like
lines.
because
Okay.
it shows the expression.
I can't.
I like my laugh
I'm
lines.
always like this.
I like for people to.
Nigga, I'm pissed off. Bitch, fuck you.
I like for people to wonder what I'm thinking. You don't know. 'Cause
You show
you're
up.
not getting nothing.
So I just do like this all the time.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Face tight. Don't know shit.
So in news,
I love to look
Kendrick
surprised.
just replied.
What is they
I be like,
thinking?
oh my gosh, girl, she died. She is dead.
I be like, damn.
She died, girl.
And it's giving nothing.
Right.
But damn, bitch, for
I
real.
did the shit under my eye, which I talked about on the pod.
Botox?
No, not Botox.
The under eye
PRF.
filler.
No,
Or
not eye filler. When they take blood from
Oh, plasma.
The PRP.
Yeah.
yeah to put it under my eyes. 'Cause
Okay.
I've always had like dark shit under my eyes.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of there, but
No,
Do you
it's
like
not. It worked.
yeah, I think it worked.
Yeah, it definitely works.
It looked
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely didn't get eye filler shit. I just put my own blood into my own eye.
Yeah.
Plasma.
If that,
I think men need to stop being afraid of like getting
No.
treatment.
I'm on camera for a living. Like,
Exactly. Go get you a
He said
facial.
I need to look good.
Yes.
I still look trash, but I'm saying
No,
like
you don't.
Amazing.
You look good. Hairline
Like,
still there.
I paid all that and was like,
I mean,
didn't really help.
No, but I'm telling you, if you go get a facial every 6 weeks, it'll change your life. Every 6 weeks, go get a facial.
No, I've been on skincare forever.
Yeah, get
And
you-
to
I just
me,
have
you look
white
the
skin.
Same. If
Yeah.
I like the whole time I've known you, you look the same. You haven't,
haven't
aged.
aged.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't aged. You're not a banana peel after all.
Thanks,
Aw.
man.
Right.
We have one more
It's all that black
voicemail.
coochie.
Okay.
Mhm,
That
keeping
black
them
coochie.
young.
Put my whole face,
JD,
put my
right?
whole face into it.
That's it. That's
It's
it.
That's where I got the
preserving him.
cleanse.
JD the vampire. Oh, we got one more. Sorry.
Yo,
y'all.
what's
We
good, y'all? This is DR from Chicago. Big fan of the pod. Met Maul out here at Soho last time y'all were in town,
Okay.
and I appreciate
live
him
here.
being cool and saying what's up. Just have a relationship question for y'all real quick. Me and my girl, we've been together for almost 5 years now.
Mm.
Definitely had some ups and downs, bumps in the road. But at the start of this year, we really decided to work on things, stay together, do therapy, pretty much everything, into the relationship. We finally got to this point now, and she told me she wants to take a break, wants to put the relationship on pause, and she needs some time for herself alone.
Mm.
And me being respectful of our relationship and her, I told her that's cool, but I don't really do breaks. And if we are taking space, this is a breakup for me, and
Oh, he about to fuck.
I don't want you to expect me to be here when you figure out what you need to figure out. So really just calling for advice on this situation. Am I in the wrong? Should I give her the space? Should I wait for our relationship? Should I just move on? I know 5 years is a long time and should be thinking about marriage and everything, but just need some advice from you guys. And I know Maul probably just going to say dump her, but I really do love her.
Maul is
and
me.
Spend a lot of time in this relationship.
This
He
is
hurt.
This
That
is a
baby hurt.
serial monogamous.
Mm.
I know how y'all are viewing this. I'm viewing this different.
Mm.
He loves this girl to death, but if she wants to move on, he wants to go be in a relationship with the next bitch he meets.
Mm.
I can already feel that energy. If you this quick to be like, all right, so if it's done, let me move. He not trying to fuck a bunch of bitches. He's trying to find another partner.
He wants to be.
He's trying to
Well,
find
it
his
sounds
person.
like
Yeah.
for him at 5 years, he said they're in therapy. He was ready. If a man is going to therapy with you, he's ready for marriage. Like, he's
Serial
ready to-
monogamous. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm saying
Right.
he's gonna fuck himself over because if she's saying it's done, he's gonna find the next bitch and
Mhm.
get in a relationship.
And I'm gonna say
And it's
this.
not gonna go well.
I agree.
From a woman's perspective, if I'm being honest, how I feel, I can't speak for her. I don't know her, but I would say a woman be in a relationship for 5 years and she talking about let's take a break, she's trying to ease you into like she's kind of over it.
Yeah.
5 years, we know if we want to get married. And if she wanted to be married to you,
want to get married ASAP.
That's what I'm saying. So
If we
I
like
think
you.
she's saying take a break to ease the blow of it's not working out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he needs to probably heal and do what he has to do. Don't jump into a relationship, but I think it's kind of done.
Like I
If I'm being
said,
honest.
we want, as women, we want to get married ASAP. But it's not up to us. It's up to y'all. Men
Why?
propose. Because men propose. I'm not about to propose
But
to a man.
how fast
How would
do
you
you
do
know
your
if you would
proposal?
marry somebody though?
ASAP.
Like, as soon as you meet a guy, you know you would
I
marry
feel
him?
like after like the first few months, I'm going to know if this is something that I could see some longevity in or if it's just...
But longevity in marriage is different.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so we'll divorce and I'm going to get a new
will
one.
know if I can see
Period,
myself
J-Lo.
being with you
Okay.
long term.
Okay.
After a few months, for sure. At the end of the day, I always say this. First date, maybe even second, third date, people are showing up with their representative.
Okay.
You're not being your real self.
I disagree, but okay.
After a few months, 6 months of us being around each other, I'm gonna know the real you. And because you can't hide it. You're going to eventually show up as your real self. You're not gonna be this person that you were trying to make me feel like, oh, he's so great, he's so endearing, he's so charming, whatever. The real parts of you are gonna come out 6 months into dating, us being around each other.
I don't
on a
know.
date.
I can't say I love a woman until I've seen her toenails with no polish.
But if you see him with no polish, then you know the real her.
Yeah.
Because some girls' feet are still cute with no polish.
Some.
Some are not.
Right. So that's gonna do, you know what I mean?
And that's fair. But
Yeah.
then now you know, either she gonna be my wife or she not. So that's what I'm saying. Within that first...
How,
Yo, the
Think
fact
about it.
she even justified that with a real
Drea
conversation.
know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all seen Boomerang?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all seen Boomerang?
Yeah.
But polish
He
wouldn't
seen
have
them
fixed
toes
that.
that next morning. He said, oh, actually...
It's not
Do you
gonna
have
work.
like a foot
It's not
fetish or
gonna
something?
work.
I wouldn't say a foot fetish, but I appreciate a woman
nice-
that takes
a
care of
nice-
me.
Okay,
he likes
a
some
nice
white. He likes
foot.
some white.
We have,
white toes.
I mean, everybody has their deal breakers. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But- all right. I feel like living with someone is when you find those out. Like not
Mm.
anything. Yeah, I get
Before
it. 6
that-
months in, yeah, people will reveal themselves. But if you don't live with somebody, you never really gonna know them.
That's fair, but a lot of people don't like checking up. Like some people feel like, okay, in order for us to live together,
We need to get married.
we
'Cause
need
I'll
to
tell
be
you what,
engaged or we need to be
a
married.
lot of times men
Man,
will move in.
unless
y'all-
you West Indian from the 90s. No, times have changed.
No, but I'll say this. A
People
lot
can
of
live
men,
together and just be girlfriend.
we don't
want to
move in because once we move in, they get comfortable. Oh, we don't need to get married,
Yeah,
baby.
that too.
We have everything we need.
They take it less serious.
yeah,
It's like,
they
oh,
feel
we
like-
already doing everything we already doing everything that married people do. Why we need to get married?
Okay,
Okay,
so-
put a title on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess I'll ask y'all, especially as successful women, why would the government solidify that? Why does marriage matter that much? If you guys are doing that
Marriage
and
is a
everything is everything,
business.
I know.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
because
so
if you-
expensive to
we
get
sa-
divorced.
But we always say this: if me and you are married, Rory, and you pass away, they're gonna put me on a obituary as his
His
friend.
special friend.
His
if y'all
special
got
friend.
married.
I get no benefits.
And I'll be
Nothing.
damned if I be a nigga special friend. That's what I'm supposed to
I've
be
been
looking
riding
at.
that JD for 10 years, and I'm your special friend.
Right.
I just told my doctor, I showed him all the close friends. Like, yeah, they got it. They cool. Add them to the list.
No, it's
But
not.
that's the
not
reason
trying to
for a
be a
will.
nigga
Like,
special
I have the same
friend.
thing. I'm not married, but
Right.
I have something in my will that no matter what, the mother of my child will reap benefits based
Right.
off my will.
Well, not
So
everybody
why
is
be
like
married?
Man, Savannah, you a good man.
And you also
Well, no,
white. Niggas don't
of
do
course
that.
I want-
White men don't play
Niggas
like
do
that,
not
if we
have
be
wheels.
honest.
Niggas ain't got wheels.
Niggas ain't got will.
Do you
Boy,
have
you got a will?
Yo,
No.
Exactly. Thank you.
I don't.
Point prove it.
Thank you.
I don't have a
Also,
will.
being a good
But he
man
don't
to make
have
sure your
kids
daughter's
either.
okay if you die is crazy.
Yeah, that's
But that's not what you said. You didn't say to make sure your daughter was okay.
Yeah,
You said
but-
you gonna make sure your baby mama okay. That's
If I
different.
die and she's alive, would I not want the mother of my child to take care of my daughter?
No, but you ain't. But okay, so Amara 25. Do you still give your baby mother benefits from your will?
Am I dead?
Yes.
What? I'll be dead.
Okay. What I'm saying is, if you die and
Well, no, I would
Amara
have
is
the rights to-
25, will you
Oh.
will you keep in your will that your baby mama gets benefits as well as Amara
Yeah, of
obviously
course.
getting her benefits?
Of course.
Okay,
She's
so then
up-
that's something separate because Amara's 25. She got a job. She has the benefits that you gave her, and you still gonna make sure your baby.
Because let me tell you something. Your
Yeah, of
baby
course.
Okay.
is 18 and you my husband. Take that bitch out the wheel. Take her out. Get her ass out of
I
here.
mean, she's right though. That's something you might encounter. She's right.
Hey, Because why is
You
here?
can't be married and had a baby mama in the will and Amara 35.
Exactly.
I agree.
Not
Because why
doing
your
it.
baby mama still in your will? As your wife? Like, if I was your wife, I'd be like, so what the fuck we about to
Or
do about
even
your baby mama?
In a relationship. If we're in a relationship.
I feel that though. I feel that.
If we're in a relationship and your will has your baby mama in it and your child is grown. So
Why
yeah.
is she in the will?
Well, how much money is it?
I don't give a
Rory got
damn
them
if it's
bands now.
500 million.
No,
Why
sir.
is she in
It's
the
over
will?
than it's over than $16K to go to the Bay. I'll tell you that much.
Just send her 2 mil and then we can write her off. Why is
Yeah.
she in the will?
That, but I feel like marriage.
But I've taken out like
Because I
life
love
insurance.
a
But
man
I've
that
taken
takes
life
care of their
insurance.
baby
See,
mama.
this is different than just like liquid cash.
Yeah.
If we want to get like to real conversation,
Mhm.
I've taken out life insurance policies on her, on Amara, on everyone
Right.
to make sure everybody good.
Mhm.
Rory said, if somebody die, I'm getting that paper.
No,
Well-
they get that paper.
Yeah.
Like if I die, everyone
Everybody's-
is going to. I'm
yeah.
paying the interest on everything for everybody in my life.
But I think outside of the business,
But I want to
thing-
make sure, like, listen, I get that too. The marriage part of like, say I get married to somebody else, say like, yo, why you got your baby mother?
Yeah.
Her
I would
well-being is
ask
still
that.
always going to be important
Right.
to my fucking kid.
Right, exactly.
It's
I
like-
get that.
So
I do.
just pay her off then.
Yo, Drea,
it's not
Drea
that
don't
bad.
want no
Jesus
part of the
Christ.
baby moms nowhere near the will, the family.
But
after
no,
her.
because why? As the wife, why is your baby mama in the will? Like, I'm 100%. I feel like even with me saying, like, yeah, just give her 2 million, 5 million, whatever. If you get $100 million, give her 5 million, give her 10 million. I don't even give a fuck. That's cool. But why is she in the will? Especially
Because she's
after
family.
the baby is 18.
My
like
mother
Demaris
was
said.
worse to me than any girl or baby mother could be to me, and she's in my will.
Okay.
Like, it's a family thing. Everyone has to be taken care of in a family.
That's that Irish shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because that
That's what
I'm
nigga
gonna
shit.
say
Well,
this.
thank God we ain't Irish.
Outside.
And also, if I was dating a girl that had a kid with another man and she was like, yeah, my life insurance has to go with that, I wouldn't be.
You would be tripping.
No, I wouldn't at all.
But
Like,
I
I
think-
get it. That's a family unit that has to happen whether we're connected or not.
Right.
Like,
I respect that.
That's why I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like
I don't
take
think
care
that's
of
weird.
her.
But I
But
think
in the
outside
will?
of the business stuff,
Get out
if
the
I'm
way.
taking care of her on some
Marriage-
other shit, that's weird. Like, we all alive and you taking care of your baby mother with money outside of child support. Yes,
Mhm.
I would get that. Like, that's
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
what
yeah.
you doing. But if
But
we
you
all,
feel like the
if I'm
will-
dead, yeah, but like, I gotta make sure my family okay.
Bitch, I'm dead. You tripping on me?
but no, I feel like outside of the business,
You looking at my
aspect-
coffin wanting to fucking subtweet me? Like,
yeah.
Right. But I
feel
think
that.
outside of the, because I think every time we talk about marriage, we talk about business and the money. But outside of
'Cause
that,
marriage is a business.
right? But I mean, for religious purposes, like that's something that you do before God. It's a family. It's a unit. So I think honestly, we need to get back to love. That's the issue. People don't want to show their commitment and before God and committing your love to somebody before God. Like, you know, the dedication, like that shows true discipline, commitment, all those things. So I think outside of the business stuff, it shows a lot of your commitment to a person and to God as well.
can I ask you this
That's
as
fair.
Lex, as someone that grew up Irish Catholic, Christian,
I'm
everything?
Catholic too.
Would you accept a marriage that was done in a church by a pastor, every last thing said, but not registered to the government?
No, that's not a marriage.
So why
Well-
are we talking about we have to do this for God? Because if we do it for God, let's do it in church. Let's a pastor
No, I
make
get
sure
what
that
you're
we are
saying.
married, but why have to do it with the government?
Well, I say this for
Because to me, I look at marriage as a business.
Well, two things can be true
And
because I
godly.
have things to protect as well.
Business
But
first, though, right?
I have things to protect. I'm not
God
just
first.
I'm not just saying like, oh, because if you and we get a divorce, I get $1 million a month. I have businesses that I need to protect. So we both need to go in this protecting ourselves as well. So not only am I doing it before God, I can do it from a business aspect as well. So I think two things can
Do
coexist.
you want a prenup?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
I have things to protect.
But it need to make sense. It needs to
Hey.
be specific.
But prenups
Like-
aren't a bad thing.
I don't
Listen,
I
think
agree.
so.
I'm just happy that I sat across from two black women.
You need a
that
cheating
said
clause
that.
in yours.
No, what you mean?
sure.
Well, if
He has to be in a relationship
For
first.
sure.
Well, if I'm being honest, I feel like the only black women that are against prenups are black women who don't understand how prenups work.
Not black
And that
women,
you-
women.
Well, he said black women.
I know, but
That's
I'm
why-
saying I'm
He's
correcting
racist,
him. I'm correcting him. It's women.
Well, I feel like women in general, the only women that are against prenups are women that don't understand how prenups work. Like, you can
No, women
sign
be
a
knowing how
prenup.
prenups work and still be against it.
Well, no, because I'm saying I feel like a lot of women, when they think of prenups, they automatically think like, oh, he's trying to protect his assets. He don't want me to get nothing. A prenup can be negotiated. It could work in both of your favor.
Business agreement.
Yeah, but I think a lot of women don't realize that. And that's why they're just like, oh, I'm not signing that shit. Absolutely not. Like, he not about to think he just gonna give me $5,000 and he worth $50 million.
Yeah.
It don't have to be that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then that mindset going into it is sick.
But also, what do you have going into the relationship as well? Into the marriage. A lot of women, I feel like that's why they be feeling that way, because they want to have the come up.
But no, not only that though, because a lot of times people like to take away, and I'm not saying you do, but a lot of times society likes to take away what stay-at-home moms do. You're curating a safe space for your husband.
Sure.
Being like a homemaker is a job. So absolutely, if you're married for 20 years to a man, why you think Jeff Bezos had no problem, because that's what she...
Because he was a billionaire.
Well, not no problem, but you know what I'm saying.
A little different.
She cashed the fuck
But what I'm saying is...
we don't talk about
when you
that
own
enough.
space, it's
That
a little
bitch
different.
cashed the fuck out.
But like,
Okay, that was a bad example. But what I'm saying...
The man that's making $75,000 a year is going to be like, yeah, no, I can't. She can't take all this money.
Right. But when you're at home mom, you're taking care of the children. You're taking care of a home. Yeah. That is a lot of work.
I agree. No,
you know what I'm saying? No, but I'm saying, so it's like you are entitled to things. So I think prenups, prenups are a great thing.
Well, nobody is saying that they're not entitled. For sure they're entitled, but I just think sometimes
alimony.
You're talking about a different situation. I think sometimes the premise of people wanting to get prenups is so they can, or not wanting to sign prenups so they can get the money.
When they don't realize it can really work in your favor.
Did we answer this gentleman's question?
I hope so.
I hope so. No, we did not answer his question.
Rory said he sounds like a serial monogamist. I agree. It sounds like he loves love. He wants to be with a woman, but he knows that the woman he's with or trying to work it out is probably not going to work out. So listen, man, just move on. I would say don't move on so fast to another relationship. Spend time alone, kind of reflect on your relationship and see where
get away from that girl.
Things kind of went. No, get away, move on.
What? Hold on, wait. Okay, y'all are really dragging it. She said she wanted to take a break to take some time to herself and figure it out. They've been together for 5 years.
Yeah.
Why are you saying get away from that woman?
Because that's what she wants. So
that how do you know what she said was?
Yourself.
That doesn't mean that's what she wants. Because she had a conversation with him about potentially them getting back together.
And he clearly is upset about the entire thing. He needs to detach himself from that entire thing.
Or he feels like there may be, something else pulling at her energy.
And I'll say this: take a break. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he can take a break.
Yeah,
and if she's doing what's best for her, he needs to do what's best for him.
Right.
Exactly,
and that's okay.
Go down to Atlanta, man, or DR.
Okay.
Go to DR with $2,000, man.
And do not do that.
The 16 you had, you could have went crazy.
No, you need to go to Atlanta and tell a girl you want to be a billionaire.
Oh my God! Please,
you
don't do
good
that.
with 200 in DR?
That's a fact. With 2,000,
200 in DR
they'll never let you go.
Get you far. Actually,
yeah, with 2,000, they'll never let you leave.
Shout out to my Dominican.
Now, see, y'all ain't right.
They'll never let you get on that flight.
Last question before we get out of here. How do you guys feel about Mary J's husband taking all that money from her per month?
Loser.
Well, I feel like that shit is lame.
He's a king. He needs a day.
He's not a king because what did you do?
He needs a day. Yeah.
What did you do to build the empire? Mary J was Mary J before she married
everything that she just said.
Yeah.
Built the house.
Because Mary J was Mary J before he came along.
Difference. It would be different if a dude got with me 7 years ago, 8 years ago, before Poor Minds became what it was. Cool, that's a fair argument. Mary J. Blige been Mary J. Blige since 1991. This nigga got with her in like 2000, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, I don't know.
Right.
But like 2003, y'all was together for 10, 15 years. Y'all got a divorce. Now we
built businesses,
all my money.
But we built businesses. We created.
Okay, he built so many businesses.
Held the house
he's
down.
so sustainable. Where's your money? You just wasn't moving smart. Because if you were smart, you would have put that shit in your name.
So we feel the same way if it's
income
reversed.
still coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll say this. You know who I'm not mad at? They got some money? Nick Lachey. Because she built that Jessica Simpson clothing line brand when they were together. So I'm not mad at that. You know, sometimes, you know, if you contributed and you helping and things like that.
Now, we've seen the diabolical genius that he is.
Yeah.
Niggas with light
him and
eyes
his new
always
wife?
think they could get over.
Mona Scott, who?
I am weak.
You don't hear Drea though.
Wait.
What did Drea say?
Yeah, repeat it, Drea. So they
Niggas
get it.
with light eyes always think they could get over because they an anomaly.
And they be like this.
In the black community, people don't be having light eyes like that. Everybody eyes be dark brown. Niggas with the hazel eyes, the green eyes, they always think they can get over. No, I'm talking about Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. I cannot.
That's why he thought shit was sweet. He said, I'm
Drea
hazel.
said
I got a
niggas
hazel
with
eye.
He
light
said,
eyes.
Judge, I need more.
Because in the hood, niggas be having brown eyes. That's
They
it.
do. We all look at us. Look at the three of us. We all got.
I am so weak.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
So you think the civil servant that was doing their whole civil suit
yeah.
looked at his eyes? and
Yo,
was
his eyes is like,
nah.
yo,
him-
You a hazel eye nigga.
You deserve.
yo, he got light eyes.
Judge
yo.
Judy was like, nah, you.
Yeah, niggas with light
eyes
eyes.
hazel.
Yeah, your eyes, his
But
eyes is
Rory,
like.
for real though, it's like you being white with red hair. It's the same thing.
Oh, you are. You special.
It's an anomaly.
No, this was a new thing that this is cool.
He was an expert.
I was beat up my whole
For
childhood.
real?
Yeah, that was not fun to be. There's a new thing that people like this.
The red hair.
Like, that's how I learned to fight.
I went to all white school growing up. This girl, her name is, I don't want to take her name on here because I don't want to be, but she had gorgeous red hair and we loved it.
Mhm.
It was like, oh my God.
Because
your
you were
hair is
in
beautiful.
Orange, Texas. That's why.
We
It was
ain't
based off the
we
name
ain't
of-
never seen no
In
red hair.
in the five boroughs, we treated redheads like critters. You know
Oh
what
my
Get him.
Yo, I'll never forget
Oh God.
the first time I got beat up because I was a redhead, just for no reason, just because I was a redhead,
God.
was somebody said, yo, it looked like somebody put a screen in front of his face and threw shit in front of it.
No.
And
They
beat-
said that to him. He lived through
I
that.
was just minding my business.
Rory, that breaks my
That
heart.
makes me sad.
Oh,
I'm not comparing it to the struggle of black people, but yo,
Oh yeah,
being
well,
a redhead
I know
was not cool.
Nah.
It's cool now.
Listen, what Malcolm
It was
X went
not
through and
cool.
what you went through.
It was not cool
It
growing
was
up. I'm telling
synonymous.
you, I was like
Nah,
really bullied.
It's Malcolm X and then it's you. Like, he was a redhead too. Malcolm, remember?
Martin
Nah,
Luther, he ran. I mean, he walked so you could run.
That's
Exactly.
what Drea said. She said he got called the hard ER, but it was Ginger.
Ginger.
There you go.
What's our send off?
And on that note, we'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe, be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
Bye.